All right, and we're live, pal. So, finally back up streaming here. So, just uh, waiting to get everything all set up, making sure. Good. Just get everything all set up, make sure. Oh shit! Why am I? Oh, because I was listening to YouTube videos like really fast. I've been doing that a lot lately, actually, because it saves me a lot of time, and I can get through like way more videos in less time. So that's a nice little productivity hack. Good. Get everything all set up, make sure. Oh shit! Why am I? Oh, because I was listening to YouTube videos like really fast. I've been doing that a lot lately, actually, because it saves me a lot of time, and I can get through like way more videos in less time. That's a nice little productivity hack. All right, cool. So everything sounds pretty good. I'll turn up the volume, turn the mic gain up all the way, because I am talking kind of quiet, so I think it's fine. So it should be fine. I'm not too worried about it. So, oh Jesus, I got a whole bunch of notifications. What just happened? My phone explode? Holy shit. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Holy shit. The what's it called? Okay. My boy Josh from Frame Hungry. Alrighty. Living in the future, baby. There we go. The future. Mm, that'll show. Okay, cool. Alright. I guess my hmm. Alright, notifications are red. A lot of them are kind of older than stuff that I already read, but my phone's been kind of slow with getting notifications, so I don't know what that's about. That's a little weird. But yeah, guys, so, oh, why did I do that? So today, I'm going to be editing a new Eric Mealtime. Last time I edited an Eric Vlog Time. This time it's going to be editing an Eric Mealtime, and this one's pretty straightforward. It's not going to be as crazy insane as the Eric Vlog Time was. That was quite the project, and I ended up finishing it offline. But yeah, it was quite the project. Also, yesterday I released a super like hour and a half long video of the Japan YouTubers tier list. I watched Tikio Sam's video on it, and I thought it was pretty funny, so decided to do my own. And I was like way more supportive of a lot of the creators. I don't know. I ended up giving a lot of the benefit of the doubt, but still, you know, it was hard for me to rank some of them pretty low. So, in any event, this is just kind of the sound check portion of the stream here while I get everything all set up. Yeah, I got a nice noise gate on my mic, so that way you don't have to hear the fan constantly whirling and shit like that. I'll bring it a bit closer, so hopefully. Yeah, my setup's kind of wonky now. I used to have like the nice streaming setup with the friggin' little desk arm, and the mic would come really close to my face. But I had to sell that over Christmas because I needed the monies. So what you gonna do, right? So we're just gonna get the comments all set up here and make sure everything's on. Displaying shortly. There we go. Okay, cool. So comments are on. Up to sat. Cool. I also got my my green tea here, my jasmine green tea. prefer it cold, but still not too bad when it's a little hot, you know. But I do prefer it to be cold. A nice summer drink. Gives me all the not scushy. You know what I'm saying? So speaking of which, oh yeah, I saw that too. What up, Co? Yeah, I saw it. Gotta give props to that young, up and coming Brock Lesnar. Let me tell you what. Not sure if they thought this was 2002 or 2019. I think they were a little confused on the date. Yeah. Although I will admit it was a bit of a surprise. But at the same time, like in the moment, it was like a big like what the fuck sort of thing. But you know, once that wore off, it was just like, really, they're going with Lesnar again. You know, they couldn't like get somebody else. You know, like I thought for sure Andrade was gonna win it. Like to me, they're really high on him backstage. They want to give him a big push, but they're putting him through English lessons right now so he can cut better promos. Yeah, I heard about Ashley too. Um, yeah, I'm all up to date with wrestling news and stuff because you know keep a close watch on that. Um, listen to guys like Monster recently celebrated his 600th episode. The Sound Off podcast. Um, that's tremendous. Like he's been doing it since what, '07? Just crazy. Think about he's been doing it that long. Yeah, 39 is way too young. But we don't know all the circumstances behind her death. It's hard saying, you know. So, and I did see the stuff involving Rebby Sky, Rebby Hardy, because I guess Ashley was dating Matt Hardy back in the day, and that was back when Matt was like on drugs and shit. And so like I remember they had a bit of a Twitter spat many months ago, may have even been years ago, where Ashley found like an old mixtape that Matt made, and fucking Rebby got in there and was like, fuck you, trying to like sneak in the DMs and all this kind of stuff, when you fucking, pushing pills in Matt's face and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, whoa. Shit got a little cray. But as far as like how she died and stuff, I don't know, man. Like there's a lot of theories on it might have been like suicide or something like that, just because she had a history of WWE, the whole uh, sexual assault that happened to her overseas, which was really tragic. Really, and I remember hearing that story a while back, and it was just like, Jesus Christ, just insane. This was pre Me Too movement, so like hearing about it again, like post Me Too movement, is just even more insane. Yeah, she did. Um, we'll just hide those just to be on the safe side, because you never know who's fucking watching the comments and stuff. But yeah, she got sexually assaulted while she was overseas. Um, I don't know if she named the assailant, but it happened. Yeah. Yeah, it's totally fucked. She goes into more detail. I think she did like an interview or something a while back and let that be known. That's why she was part of that class action lawsuit against WWE, where most of that was due to like concussions and shit like that from former wrestlers. Hers was more along the lines of that, and she might have had a concussion or something like that, but shit like that kind of led her to suffer from like depression, anxiety, stuff like that. And that's why she was part of that class action lawsuit. Um, so it's hard saying like what happened, because like wrestler deaths are kind of weird, right? Because you don't know if you know depression had anything to do with it. Um, You don't know if maybe her heart just like stopped one day. Like that happened to my cousin. Sadly enough, that was the day before I was going to Navy boot camp. My cousin, she passed away just like that. Like I guess she had some kind of rare genetic condition, and it like affected her heart. And then all of a sudden, she just like was on the couch, and then next thing you know, she was like face down on the floor, and she was gone. So I don't know if it's something like that, but like my cousin was 28, 29. She wasn't 30 yet. So she was late 20s. And just to, go that suddenly, thanks. But to go that suddenly, she had like 3 or 4 kids. And her husband, Bobby, is just such a tremendous human being. And to have to raise them all on his own for as long as he did, he eventually, I don't know if he remarried, but I know he's definitely seeing somebody. Uh, but to have to raise all them kids by himself for such a long period of time, he's a fucking superhero, dude. Like, I couldn't, that'd be hard for me to do. Um, so, but yeah, it could be something like that. I don't know if, according to what Rebby said a long time ago, I guess her and Matt Hardy were pill popping when they were seeing each other, so you never know with those kinds of drugs, man. Even if you get off of them and you're clean for years, like that shit can come back to haunt you. I mean, look at what happened with Eddie Guerrero. Like, he was clean for years, but because of the years of abuse that he had on those drugs, it enlarged his heart, and that was it, man. And I think he wasn't Eddie about 39? That kids in America would never be able to go to Japan. That's not entirely true. I mean, it would be harder, but not impossible. And in fact, I'd probably prefer that they were raised in Japan, to be honest, because I don't know, man. America's just too different now. There's too much shit going on, and I don't know. Like, it's weird. I've kind of come to see the light of how America does things, and there's like a lot that I don't particularly agree with. Yeah, and I'm not just talking from like a political standpoint. That's kind of part of it, but you know, it's just a small part of it, really, because politics is politics. There's always going to be people that hate whoever's in charge for whatever reason. But just right now, it's just not a good time for America, and I hope that, yeah, yeah. Um, but if America's good at anything, it's bouncing back from shit like this. So I'm hoping in the future that America will come around and actually get its shit together. So I'm hoping that'll happen. But for now, it's up in well, yeah, the fucking the I have like an auto mod. That way, I don't have to like constantly like basically like you know holds messages for review. I guess like it's pretty strict. So like there's certain words you can't use, like fucked and the R word that you mentioned earlier. I'm not gonna say it on stream because you never fucking know. But you know, so but yeah, the whole thing with getting back to Ashley. I don't really know what's going on. Um, there's a lot of like kind of cryptic tweets and stuff that say maybe depression had something to do with it. I don't know. It could have just been one of them freak things. According to the police investigation, they said it was non-criminal. Um, yeah, there's that too. Um, that's just kind of how it is nowadays. A lot has changed, even in just like the past 10 years. Like I remember, when I was in high school, I would say uh, that word for the mentally disabled. Also say the F word for, homosexuals. But again, it was a different time, and I don't really say that shit anymore. It's just culture evolves, so you just gotta roll with the tide, I guess, with stuff like that. And like as I've met more and more people, it's easy to say those words when you don't actually know the face behind those words. Yeah, exactly. Um, but it's easy to say those words when you don't have a face to those words. But like the more I meet people, the more I've met people within the LGBT community, um, that's not necessarily true. You can be creative. Um, there is like a fine art to being creative around limitations. So I think people who aren't willing to work around these limitations are creatively limited themselves. So, like there's plenty of comics out there, like even TV as an example. Like there's words you can't say and shit you can't do on TV. And there's been plenty of like funny television and stand-up specials and stuff like that and funny movies that, have gotten around stuff like that. Well, Filthy Frank's a different example because he quit because it was hard for him to physically do the character. I guess to like be to get into that voice and to like kind of assume that like it was really taking a toll on Joji. So like if the whole YouTube thing didn't happen, like he still would have quit regardless because it was just wrecking his body too fucking much. And he eventually found it to be more lucrative to put out songs and albums and stuff. So you know what? I'm fucking happy for the dude. I'm following I'm following this the Filthy Frank 2. This guy who's kind of taken up the mantle of Filthy Frank. Like the dude's got his mannerisms down pat, and I really like the story about how he's like an incarnation or like a reincarnation of Frank, but he's white. So that kind of explains away the difference of why does Frank not look Asian anymore. But like the cultures change, and it's kind of hard for us to see that now because everything's so new and we're so used to it being one way, and to have certain things taken away from us. You know, I just think that people just need to be more creative and to think of ways to make videos that are kind of outside the box while still thinking like within the box. I guess that makes any sense. I don't know. I mean, fuck, like even iDubbbz like pivoted away from his more risque content, and he was doing like the food tier reviews, which are like the big one. That was the reason I did the Japan YouTubers tier list, which was fucking like an hour and a half long. Like Jesus Christ, that shit was insane. I didn't think I would be able to get it done last night. Oh man, I was up to like the last fucking minute, and I was just like putting in tags and all this other shit, and just like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. Zoe Burger, yeah, yeah. There's definitely double standards. Fucking the Twitch thoughts and titty streamers and shit like that. But to be fair, they have cracked down on a lot of that, so it's not as much of an issue as it used to be. I mean, it's still there, but it's not as bad, I don't think. But I'm not really within that community, so it's hard for me to say for sure. But yeah. Let's get back to editing some Eric Mealtime. And with this episode, he is going to another hot food vending machine Um, it's just kind of crazy, like how many of these hot food or just like food vending machines that are out in Japan that have like different types of food and stuff. Um, I figure by now it's kind of, you know, starting to reach the end of its life cycle as far as novelty goes. So I don't expect to see many more of these types of videos. But for now, just kind of ride it out till the end, I guess. And if they keep making different types of food vending machines in Japan, gotta try it out, right? So yeah, and that's the thing, man. Like that's why I never wanted to assume like a character or a persona on YouTube because like if people would meet me in real life, they would expect me to like always be that persona, and I think that was one of the things that I didn't particularly agree with, when I was talking with Sam. Which, by the way, like Sam and I talked today. You know, we're good. We've been good. I just wanted to step away from the Discord because I felt like it was taking away a lot of my time in focusing on what really matters. You know, like I originally quit because of Sam. I will say that. He did piss me off, made me feel like all the effort that I put towards building up the Discord was unappreciated, and that I was an embarrassment to him now because he's all big and famous, hanging out and carrying Raka Raka's bags. Um, so I quit because of that. But yeah, and that's the thing, man. Like if people, because people don't really account for the consequences of success. Everybody wants to get big and be successful, but they don't really think of the consequences of that. Like a lot of people have gone through that. I mean, fucking, Aaron Hansen, Ego Raptor, went through that. When his Awesome series became successful, after a while he kind of became beholden to that, and he was known as like the awesome guy. He does like Metal Gear Awesome and Awesome Rising and Smash Awesome or whatever the fuck else he did. And when he tried to do stuff outside of that, people really didn't give a shit at first. I mean, it took a while for him to like build up a rapport with his audience, or even Game Grumps. Like, I mean, granted, Game Grumps was pretty successful even from the start because it had two very well-known personalities. Like everybody knew who Aaron was, and JonTron was an up-and-coming star at the time, but his star was rising, and I think they pretty much started out like getting 100,000 subscribers, maybe 150, like pretty much from day one, and it just grew from there. But again, you kind of start to pigeonhole yourself, and I think that's what happened with her. Is that she pigeonholed herself as the Twitch thought or the YouTube thought. I think she was a Twitch. Yeah, that's the Twitch thought. So like, you know, people only knew her as that, and she didn't want to. I just think that she wasn't really confident enough to believe in herself to completely pivot to what she wanted to do next. And I think that's why a lot of guys are having trouble with that too. Like hell, even the Paul brothers, you know, like it's kind of gotten to a point where I actually start feeling bad for the Paul brothers because like they want to pivot away from their like bad boy behavior and want to move on to other things. Logan's got the Impulsive podcast, which is pretty good. Jake's wanting to do other things too, although he recently got wrecked by fucking Cody Ko, which was, but I can definitely tell that they want to pivot away from the content that made them famous. But problem is, especially with them, because they blur the lines. Like you don't know if what you see on YouTube is like the real Jake Paul or the real Logan Paul versus the actual Jake and Logan Paul. Like you don't know if they're just kind of like yucking it up for the camera and shit like that, or if that's like how they actually live, because they've blurred the lines so much. It's no longer just like a fun act on YouTube. Like they incorporate that into like Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. So it's hard to tell who's the real them. And so for them to want to um, change, turn over a new leaf and stuff, like they're gonna face a very uphill climb. I will say that, and for their sake, I hope that they are willing to endure that instead of going back to their roots, because it's one thing to do it when you're young and dumb and you don't fucking know any better, but you know, I think Logan's like what 26, 27. So Jake's not too far behind. So like, it'll be fucking sad if they're like in their 30s doing that dumb shit. You know, it definitely has a very short shelf life. So again, I hope for their sake that they pivot away from that shit and move on to something else. I'm glad they're doing that, because like as dumb as they act on YouTube, behind the scenes they're very smart, and I definitely appreciate that. Game recognizes game. You know what I'm saying? So in Zoe's case, I hope that she learns the error of her ways, I guess. And Wick. Wick on the Discord. Yeah, he messaged me about it. I don't want to discuss it on here because I know he wanted to keep that shit private, but I did hear about it. So, but yeah, as far as me and Sam goes, we're good now. We talked this morning, actually, and things been going pretty good. I think he's still in Japan now. Yeah, that's fine, dude. I think he's still in Japan now. Don't know if he's gonna stay there for too long. Last I heard, he was just staying there while the Rocket guys were doing stuff, whatever. Um, but I think he's Sam's in a good position now to where I think if he really like went for it, he could really do something on YouTube. He, like with the first trip with the Rockas, he's gone through and kind of experienced that lifestyle as far as like doing YouTube full time lucratively and not just like barely getting by. So he understands the work that goes into it, and he also understands the reward in doing that work. So I hope that he takes those lessons to heart and actually like really kicks ass in Japan. Even if he decides to go back with the Raka guys for another couple months, I feel he's definitely going to be coming back to Japan eventually. You know, so I hope that when he does, whether that's now or later, that he actually does like go and like go all out and really do some stuff. Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing? But yeah, I just again, I hope all the best for him. Um, and again, the dude has the potential to really kill it on YouTube. I just want him to embrace that and to like really put effort forward to doing that. So, like we're in our 30s now, dude. So I wouldn't say it's now or never, but like, time's ticking. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up on all that stuff. So like, you didn't really miss much other than Sam and I talked this morning. We're cool. Um, but I am not going to be going back to Sam's Discord. I just felt like it was just taking too much time away from doing more productive things. And while I did leave his Discord initially because of Sam, I was just kind of pissed off at him. We made up offline or just like privately, and we're good now. But I decided to like stay off his Discord because I want to focus more on other things like video editing, as well as getting good grades in school and stuff like that. And I felt like I was constantly going to his Discord, and I was just like too obsessed with it, and I felt like I had like the onus was on me to like build it up. So it was just taking up too much of my time and mental energy to deal with. So you know, I I realized that on the outside looking in, it's just like, you know what, I'm fine, right? Oh dang, that's fucked. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. So you didn't really miss much. So anyway, back to the video editing. We're gonna start about here. So we're gonna give a little bit of space in this one, and slide in here. So excuse me. So I'm trying like a bunch of. Yeah, it's fine, dude. Don't worry. Just being on the safe side. So yeah, I don't know. And for the sake of monetization, I really don't want to talk about it. So. I think we'll turn down the quality a little bit so it's smoother.
Yes, here we go. And there are some new items that I've never tried before. Specifically, this rice ball right here. It's got things in it. It's got mushrooms in it. It's got carrots.
Damn,
it's got bird
okay, there we go.
as well too. Yep, and it comes with 2 chicken nuggets. Now, also, it's got the full basket of the chicken nuggets. Karaage chicken. That's going to be interesting. Yep. These are the fried rice balls here.
Okay. This one's not too bad. I don't want to cut it up too much. Funny.
Interesting. Yep. These are the fried rice balls here. And they've got
whatever they're
fried
into, man.
rice Chinese style. This is pretty nice. Yep. Fried rice Chinese style. And then, of course, the fried potatoes. And then the fried potatoes with chicken, which I did recently. And again, they got takoyaki.
Yeah, I'll cut this part down a little bit. Yeah, right. I was actually thinking about doing a video because when I get out to Japan, of course, like obviously can't do it here, but I was thinking about doing a video trying to put that rumor to rest of, oh, you can get used girls' panties in vending machines in Japan. I just want to see if it's like for real, or if it's just like a weird novelty thing, or maybe it was like an artifact from the Showa era or something like that, where I don't know. Like, I just want to know like the story behind that, and like why it's you know can perpetually going through like the media, like even today, like it's still like pervasive. Yeah. So I think it'd be, if anything, an interesting documentary about it.
And which I did recently. And again, they got takoyaki, octopus ball.
Yeah, I wouldn't want one either. That's just at this, yeah, for research purposes, like fuck. That's just babysitting at that point, man. Like man, I don't need to fucking babysit kids.
Takoyaki, octopus balls. So that's good.
Yeah. Back then.
Yeah. Let's buy some stuff. They've also got. Let's buy some stuff.
Where's the day?
They've also.
Okay. Just trying to cut out a lot of the little filler bits.
That's good. Oh, they've also got.
Oh.
So that's good. They've also got some.
Come on, dude. There we go.
The octopus balls. So that's good. They've also got some.
Okay, good.
Drink vending machines. I'm going to be doing drinks today. I'm really super thirsty because I just finished swimming at the Olympic pool that's right over here. This actually location in Tokyo is the location of the 1964 Summer Olympics. That's right. And the 2020 nice. Olympics are going to be here as well too. So it's pretty exciting. Yeah. Drinks. So definitely pretty exciting. Yeah.
Ugh.
I think, yeah. Pretty exciting.
So put that shit out.
Drinks. So definitely got to get some drinks. We'll start with this one, the lemon. Drinks.
You already said that shit. So.
Pretty exciting. We'll start with this one, the lemon squash. 0.
Yeah, I'm just getting rid of a lot of text that could, you know, be possibly flagged by YouTube.
0 calories. Yeah. So that means there can't be any sugar in it.
Just erring on the side of caution.
Squash. 0 calories. So that means there can't be any sugar in it if it's 0 calories, right? So it's 5.
Fucking mic bump.
0 calories, right?
Let me install it here. Yeah, exactly. Oh. I'm sorry, Ko. Like, this ain't the place for it. But yeah, with what you were saying, Chris, I do agree. Definitely easier to have somebody holding the camera and stuff for the most part. To an extent, I think that, you know, if I were to do it, I would film these things a lot differently. Probably film them in pieces, so that way you don't have to do like this that whole thing with the camera. Because I think that that's kind of overdone with Eric's stuff. So
500 yen, $5 coin. Calories, right? 500 yen, $5 coin.
put that in there.
Up. And then down.
Yeah, see that? It's like a classic example. Yeah. We'll
I'm gonna get started on this right away because I haven't had anything to drink all morning. Had a half a coffee. Yeah. Lemon squash. A half a coffee. Lemon squash. By the Kieran beverage.
Yeah, actually, there is something I'm looking to get into. It's a, well, I mean, I already have a tripod, so I'm gonna see if I can bring that along with me. I got the little Gorilla Pod, and I also have like a proper tripod that I'm gonna bring with me. But I'm also looking into getting a a gimbal, or it's not really a gimbal per se. It's like a, hold on, where's it at? On Amazon, but it's like a because it's not electronically powered. It's weight powered, or not weight powered, but just like weighted, stabilized, like a Glycam, but like way smaller. Fuck, I forget what they call it. Hey, let's see no the they just call it a stabilizer. I don't know. Okay. I thought it had like a special word for it, but it's basically a weighted stabilizer. So it's got like little weights on the bottom, so it helps keep the camera nice and steady. And since I'm not gonna have anything super heavy on it, I'm just gonna have like really light amount of stuff. Light camera, light lens. I'll use like the little Zoom H1, although I do want to invest in a H1 too eventually. So sorry for the background noise. But yeah, this one's only like $65 on Amazon. Looks fucking cool, you know. So I definitely want to invest in something like that. And also, like a lot of the newer cameras have like built-in shit, so a lot of their built-in stabilization's like way better than it was like 5 years ago. So I could get away with that, but definitely want to use like mechanical stabilization for sure. I've been looking at. I really wanted to get the Hero 7 Black because of that hyper smooth feature, which is tremendous. But I've been seeing a lot of video footage from the DJI Osmo Action, which is like the DJI version of the GoPro, and like it just seems way better. I've seen $100 casting cash per time. Yeah, right. Shit, man. I think the couch itself will probably consist of my entire dorm room. Yeah, so small. But yeah, that DJI Osmo Action looks pretty fucking sweet, and the audio is pretty good, like right off the bat too. At least from what I've heard so far and seen in the videos. And they have like a Rocksteady, which is like their version of Hypersmooth. That's like even more stable than the Hero 7 Black, which I didn't know that was possible. Like, it's just unreal, you know. So the audio itself is pretty good, like built in. So it's gonna be interesting to. I might even just get away with just that, not even have any external audio source. But I have one if I need one. And I was thinking like getting like a lav mic or something like that, just to be on the safe side, and so I won't have to like have all this fucking contraption shit, you know. So.
Lemon squash by the Kirin Beverage Company.
Why? That's dark as shit,
wow,
dude.
Now that's refreshing. What's the problem?
Yeah. That's me. Put us to the YouTube channel. No, go for it, dude.
Wow, now that's refreshing. What?
Okay. I mean, it depends on.
I could have told you that. Right. Studio. I could have told you that. Right. And what guy opens?
He might reshoot this. I mean, it just depends on what you want to do. If you just want to do something casual, then there's ways around it, dude. Like, you could just, like, what I did when I was overseas in Yokosuka. At that time, I made weekly videos, at least, consistently. And, yeah, for sure. If she's willing to do, like, kind of the more behind-the-scenes marketing and stuff like that, and just, like, have you on camera doing stuff, And like, fuck, dude. All she has to do is just like, schedule out times for when you can be on camera doing stuff, and she can handle the rest. If that's the way you want to do it.
It's the first time I've tried this. 0 calories.
Okay, so shit. First time. Whoops. Okay. Alright, so this footage isn't too dark.
Right away, because I haven't had anything to drink all morning. Had a half a coffee. Lemon squash.
Alright, so this too dark.
Drank all morning. Had a half a coffee.
Alright, so should we make it shit? Oh, nice. Sorry. The makeup tutorial. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Like those makeup tutorials, like really make a lot of money, and you can get like affiliate shit. Like if she's already getting fucking sponsorship, like free shit sent to her because of that, like fuck, dude, you're on your way. Maybe do like my boyfriend, my husband, whatever, does my makeup, or I do my boyfriend, husband's makeup, or something like that. Those videos always do extremely well, so, at least you'll have the money for therapy afterwards. Yeah, that too. Like, there's so much potential for that niche of content. So, I think if done right, it could definitely be a lucrative thing for sure.
I'm gonna get started on this right away.
Okay. Maybe we'll just cut out this little bitty bit. We'll start. Yeah. Because he already kind of goes into it, so we'll just add a little bit there.
So it's the first time I've tried.
Oh shit. Get some bleed through here. And then kind of back that out a bit.
So it's the first time I've tried this. 0 calories.
Much better. There's a lot of shit in this clip.
Wow, surprisingly refreshing. That's a good drink. No sugar in there. There's sugar in there.
Okay. Oh damn, for real? That's awesome. Shit, dude. Hell yeah. So you can get Cardi B to do a cameo or something. Yeah, exactly. I've heard guys like Roberto Blake say, your network is your net worth, and that's how I got this gig with Eric Surf 6 and the other people, Yeah, and it's not really my thing either, but I definitely do see the value in it. So.
Wow, I like that. All right, let's get the food. Let's get the food. Priceless for.
Sauce.
In there. Let's get the food. Priceless for everything on the menu is 370 yen.
I think we'll just kind of back that out of that.
No sugar in there. Let's get the food.
Yeah. We'll slap that on there.
Let's get the food.
There we go. It's better.
Priceless for everything on the menu is 370 yen.
Yeah, you were just talking too much stuff, man. I just didn't want to, get flagged, because YouTube's very particular about things. So just some of the stuff you're talking about, I didn't want to, So
It's roughly $3.50 per item. Per item. Okay. It takes coins as well as bills. There's the bill slot. It's a $9 bill. Okay. So starting off with the ones I haven't. It's a $9 bill.
that there.
Okay. So starting off with the ones I haven't ever had before. So this one, these new.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind if you talk to me, dude. It's just, you know, gotta be careful. You never know who's watching.
$9 bill. Starting off with the ones I haven't ever had before. So this one, these new rice balls and the chicken nuggets. It takes 105 seconds. There's a timer right here. There's a timer right here. Gotta be patient.
Yeah, we're not gonna wait that whole time.
Right here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like I don't mind like swearing and stuff like that, but talking about certain topics, you know, like especially with the climate on YouTube nowadays, like I don't want to risk it. Like I just got this channel monetized and my other channel remonetized, so you know, I don't want to risk it, dude. So yeah, exactly. You know, like like I just got everything all squared away with them, so you know, don't need to raise any flags.
Forgot to get my change from over here too.
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever.
Somebody got it. I got it.
Mm.
I would love to see inside of.
Yeah, we'll just cut that stuff out because we already saw it like earlier. So, and Xbox gamers are on there now. Oh, really? Damn. Yeah, I don't play Xbox, so I don't know. Just the fact that they fucking charge for online shit in 2019 is, you know, it's like what Donkey said in his video like a long ass time ago. Like it's basically you giving Microsoft free money to like do nothing. So yeah. Yeah, I get those messages all the time on like Instagram, the big one now. I've had to like block people because of it. You know, there was one that was just like constantly sending me fucking DMs and shit on Instagram, and it's just like, bro, enough, enough of this bullshit. So, um, and I tried like ignoring it or like trying to mute the user or whatever, but they wouldn't fucking let me. So I had to like pull out the band hammer, and I'm like, I like you. Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, right? That's like a fifth of my audience right there.
I would love to see inside of this machine.
Yeah, that's a little too quick.
I would love to see inside.
Alright, can we back up before 98? Okay, right there. There we go. How do you feel about all these retro games? I mean, for me, I'm more of a retro gamer myself. Like, you know, I just don't really get the appeal of a lot of the newer games. You know, especially a lot of these like shooters and shit like that. So, you know, that shit never really appealed to me. Like even back in the GoldenEye Halo 1 days, like I don't know, I didn't really like it. Of course, I think like the fear of getting fucking sniped in the back fucking sucked the most. You know, but yeah, I just never really liked the idea of doing that. But you know, this really took off. And I think that's when I started like falling off the whole video game thing, was when first person shooters really started taking off, because like, it all became a race to like put out more first person shooters, better graphics, all this kind of stuff, and I'm just like, let's improve the quality of the games, guys. Come on. And even Nintendo, like they were getting like way too kiddish with their stuff. Like I always saw Nintendo's like, you know, general audiences, but not necessarily like marketing to kids, but just making stuff that's for everybody. And for a while, like they, were marketing to like exclusively kids. They've recently got back on track, since the Switch came out, so I'm glad for that. But right now, like I'm saving up for Japan, so I can't afford a Switch right now. But I really want to play like Smash Ultimate and all these other cool games for the Switch. I'm just like, soon, baby, soon. Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, like with the Crash Bandicoot remake, like really that's all I needed to do was just improve the graphics, and just make handling a bit better, I guess. So like that's really all you need to do for a remake. Maybe throw in some extra levels and stuff. Maybe like some behind the scenes, whatever, as extras. That's it. Like that's all I really ask for in a remake. Oh yeah, like those are the ones that even like are human. Most of them are just kind of text bots anyway, so they're not actual people.
I would love to see inside of this machine just once. I wish the maintenance guy would come, or whoever the stocking person is. The stocking person is.
Okay.
That would be me.
Wait, what?
Doesn't fit. I
Yeah.
want to see what the machine is inside that cooks it.
Yeah.
Fry pan, right? It's got to be a fry pan for the rock. I want to see what.
For a second there, I thought he like fucking snatched a key. I was like, oh shit, for real?
Stocking person is. I want to see what the.
Okay, we'll kind of tighten that up a bit.
The stocking person is. I want to see what the machine is inside.
That's good. Yeah, there's like cam girls that do that shit too.
Cooks
so.
it. Fry pan, right? It's got to be a fry pan for the rice, right? No, a wok. These there's probably somebody that's got a wok.
Waka waka.
For these. Wok. For these.
Oh shit, that's a little. Ah, man.
No, a wok. These there's probably somebody that's got a white hat on, and then they're like shaping it like this, right? Probably somebody in a mascot uniform. I mean, it's big enough. I can fit inside this. Right? Probably somebody in a mascot uniform. I mean, it's big enough. I can fit inside.
Oh, that's Eric Star 6. YouTube OG extraordinaire.
Mascot uniform. I mean, it's big enough.
Oh shit. Do that. Oh, back that up.
Mascot uniform. I mean, it's big enough. I can fit inside this machine, right? We wouldn't even have to dug down. Yeah. We wouldn't even have to dug down. 2 seconds. Gonna be here for a while. See how clean these things are. Not very. That's pretty bad. But fortunately, there's a place to wash your hands right here. This. No? That's pretty bad. But not very. That's pretty bad. But fortunately, there's a place to wash your hands right here. That's, huh? Pretty nice. You, and look at this, in Japan, they recycle not only the bottles, they recycle the caps as well too.
Hey, what are you talking about? I think I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I thought you were talking about like who I'm editing for. It's Eric. I have to watch this dude's video. I don't know.
You believe that?
Yeah, why is he
They
touching that?
recycle the caps.
It's gross, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so it just dropped out. This is the first one. Okay, so it just dropped out.
Okay, I think I'll just clip that there. Eric's video on there. Hmm? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I always see him getting bigger. Like, I think he's gonna reach 1 million by year's end, if not sooner.
Right? You didn't even have to dug down. Okay, so it just dropped.
Alright, cool. And he's a really good guy, so I have no problems working with him.
Have to dug down. Okay, so it just dropped out. This is the first one. It's heavy. That's a lot of food in there for $3.50. Yep. So it's called Gomoku Onigiri and Karaage. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like,
Karaage.
usually, you know, a lot of those YouTubers are kind of monkey see, monkey do. You know, they see something that kind of catches fire, so they kind of go and do the same thing, but like they don't insert their own personality into it. So it's just kind of like, okay, token white guy in Japan vlogs number 2072. Great. You know.
Number 2 coming up. This time we're going to try the
Recycle system. Look, they have the many vending machines. Look, the food is delicious. Yeah. Yeah, like, you know. Yeah, with Eric's stuff, you know. Again, I wish I could be there to like actually shoot for him, because I would have shot this like way differently. But his camera person, you know, they like it very simple. They're not really that good with the camera. So that's why like all the settings are on auto, and you know, it's just like that up down up down up down up down up down like camera sort of movements. And that shit can get very disorienting to watch after a while. So for me, like, you know, I would have shot like B-roll of him pulling the thing out. Um, Maybe like putting money in the vending machine, and then like him kind of talking about the thing or whatever. Yeah, right. Like when Vlogger actually do videos about things they like instead of doing it. Yeah, exactly. You know, like I think that's why Tokyo Kuni still is like the goat as far as, you know, Vlogging goes. You know, because he just did it before, you know, there was any money to even be had with it. And when he did get back on it, he wasn't really making all that much to begin with anyway. And he was just doing it for fun, you know, and just to make cool videos. So yeah, yeah, you know. And you know, Cooney brought in a lot of his expertise from television, because that was his job when he was out in Japan. Was he worked for like Fuji TV and stuff like that. So he brought a lot of that a lot of the television production knowledge onto YouTube. And nowadays it's kind of a given with all like the B-roll sequences and shit like that. Um, but back in the day, like Cooney was the one that started that. Like nobody, you go back and look at his contemporaries, like nobody was doing that shit, man. Like it was mostly just kind of like home movie type stuff where it's like it's all A-roll. It's like, okay, hey guys, my name's Andy, and today I'm gonna talk about Japan in my Leo Palace apartment. Yippee! And maybe if you're lucky, they'll show a little clip of them like with their shaky 240p maxed out camera, like, okay, here we are in Akihabara, and it's really cool. It's Tokyo, Japan, and they get like fucking 6,000 subscribers. But nowadays it's a lot more competitive because there's more people on, so you gotta really up your game. I used to joke like every fucking expat who would get off the plane and start a YouTube channel would be given like 2,000 subscribers right off the bat before they made anything. But it's not really like that nowadays.
So it's called Gomoku Onigiri and Karaage. Yeah. Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah, definitely sequences.
Number 2 coming up.
Are essential.
Number 2.
And there's some times where he's got some really good B-roll, and I'm able to work with it. Doing videos, but it has become somewhat more professional, so the videos are so everyone can call it. Yeah, exactly. Like I was saying, like there's way more people on YouTube now, so if you're not willing to kind of stand out from the pack and make something that's more presentable, then you're going to get lost in the shuffle pretty quickly. Now, a lot of the early adopters still have their diehard audience, so they're still able to keep afloat. But like even guys like Eric have had to transition to doing stuff. Like he, didn't start out doing the Eric Mealtime series. He did like tricks and puzzles and various other like food stuff and just kind of like general appeal type stuff. And he got big off of that. I mean, shit, dude. Like one of his clips ended up on the Ellen Show back in the day. It was the one of him like trying to get into a pool and like falling off.
Karaage. Number 2 coming up.
We're just gonna cut it here. Oh my god, I'm making videos about Japan. Yeah, that's another thing that pisses me off. Six videos later, they're gone. Like, well, guys, I gotta go back to America, so I'm gonna get shot in the face and, raked over the coals for not having health care, so bye. Or they just fucking disappear. Or, like, the worst is, like, the girl gens, the female expats. Because, like, they make some videos and they get creeped out by all the fucking oyaji, like, oh, you're so cute, and all this kind of stuff. And they fucking stop making videos, and, before then they get all, like, social justice warrior-y and, like, complaining about how their audience is a piece of shit. So,
This time we're going to try...
Right there. Do I really need to go that long? I don't know. Let's see.
Coming up. This time we're...
Yeah, we're gonna back that up a bit. Right there.
2 coming up. This time we're going to try the other one that I haven't had is this one, the cuddle. We're going to try
Try to blend those together.
We're going to try the other one that I haven't had.
Close. Very close.
We're going to try the other one that I haven't had is this one, the karaage. Yeah. The karaage.
But yeah, like when I get out to Japan, I'm gonna. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that video. Oh my lord. She was a special one, for sure. Um, Jesus, that was a special case. That's why I'm not gonna do like fucking IRL streaming. Like, no, there's too many points of failure that could happen, and especially with Twitch rules and all this kind of stuff getting more strict, like stream sniping has become less of a fun little like, oh hey, I'm interacting with my fans, and more of like a please don't say fucked up shit on my stream. Please don't say fucked up shit on my stream. Well, the Bush administration, like, oh god.
Chicken nuggets.
What?
Okay. Yeah. Chicken nuggets from a machine. Question is it better than
About that nug life, yo.
Is this one the karage?
Actually, fuck it.
Question is it better than McDonald's? That's what I want to know. Is it better than McDonald's chicken nuggets? Oh, and I also have some condiments that I've brought to kind of spice things up a little bit.
Good.
Could I, Scott? Could I? Up a little bit? Okay. This is going to take 95 seconds.
For it.
And
Do like Jadan. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, actually. Is doing, I've really been liking Dan's content, and it's going to be more like practical stuff. So, like, I am going to do kind of the typical trendy stuff, but I'm also going to mix that in with more practical stuff. So that way, people who are... What the fuck is Crenshaw? I don't know what the fuck that is. Anyway, sorry, ADD moment. But, it's going to have some more, like, practical elements, like how to read the kanji on your aircon unit, and, what to do if the lights go out, or, like, how to pay your bills in Japan, actually going to, like, the fucking konbini and, like, saying, like, okay, if you go to this konbini and you have a point card, and trying to explain the point card system once I actually learn it, because that was one regret that I have about my first time in Japan. I didn't take advantage of the point card system. So this time's going to be a little different. But, I'm going to learn more about the point card system and, make some videos on it and be like, yeah, if you fucking have a, like, I don't know, Rakuten or whatever point card, they scan it, you build up points, and you can use those points to, like, buy stuff or get, like, heavily discounted stuff. And you can use that on, like, fucking anything from paying your bills to sending mail and all this other stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like their whole like, that's what I get. I hate like the pretentiousness of some foreigners out there, man. Like they're all like, well, I'll have you know that my Japanese father-in-law said I was Chojozu at the Nihongo Desio. Okay? So I don't want to hear from your plebeian dancing white monkey ass. Okay? Okay. Like, fuck off. You're still that same fucking vanilla face drinking fucking chew high at the hub, so I don't want to fucking hear it from your pretentious ass, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I don't get mad, I just fucking laugh at just, you know, people don't understand the situation they're in. Just the pretentiousness of things. If I can words good today. So, a lot. I'll let that one go because, but the answer is a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And I don't have to worry about, missing ships movement, having to get underway at a moment's notice. So I'll actually be able to have a fucking actual relationship out there. Dude. Let's just hope my fucking crotch isn't on fire. That's all I gotta say about that. I wonder if you can get penicillin in Japan. asking for a friend. Nah, just kidding. But
Rod to kind of spice things up a little bit. And this is going to take 95 seconds. 95 seconds.
4, 3, Jesus Christ. That fucking drunk ass camera movement, like, oh, Jesus, dude. Thought I was going on a fucking inner space travel with that shit. Is he gonna be in that room where he regresses into a baby, like on fucking Spaceship Odyssey?
While we're waiting, let me show you guys a little trick here in good light.
Yeah, throwing that shade, Eric. I like it. In the good light, camera person. I'm sure his wife is a sweet lady, so not shit talk on her, just her lackluster camera skills. Yeah, absolutely. Gotta wrap it before I tap it, you know what I'm saying? Gotta put on the Sagami before I go down on the wand. It makes sense if you know condom brand names.
5 seconds. While we're waiting, let me show you guys a little trick here in good light.
In good light?
Here in good light.
Yeah, like I don't want to fucking worry about Nigerian scammers and shit. Absolutely. I'll probably just go through like my network of friends and, you know, people that I know rather than like random Tinder dates and shit. So, yeah. Or at least people who are verified, you know. So.
Not crappy light that's in there, good light.
Yeah, we'll just keep that in too. Boop.
Right here in good light. Not crappy light.
Okay, we'll kind of back that in a little bit.
In good light. Not crappy light that's in there, good light. Good light.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
This is called the cap trick.
Okay. There's that. Well, with this one girl on the picture about 2 should blow. Jesus Christ. More chins than a Chinese phone book, eh? Yeah, that's the thing when you're dealing, because especially with these like dolled up photos and shit, you know, where they like put on the smooth feature like way too much to the point where you don't even fucking see their nose anymore. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, come on. Yeah. But I think for me,
Good light. This is called the cap trick. Okay. 2 plastic bottle caps. And what you do is you're going to use your thumb and your first finger to remove both caps at the same time. Ready? Here goes. 1, 2, 3. Did you get that? Once more.
no,
Ready? And remove both caps at the same time. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Can you do it? Can you do it? I would like to know.
Oh shit, actually, we'll just keep that part.
I would like to know.
There we go, keep it. Yeah. Yeah, good automod. Pet. You know. Automod keeps me safe.
I wish the machines played music or something. Right, Ishol. Backlight. That's called backlighting. You guys know that? That's called backlighting. See those 3 flags? That's the Olympic.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, right.
I wish the machines played music or something. Right, Ishol. Backlight. That's called backlighting. Those are the Olympic flags right there from the 1964 Olympics.
Yeah.
I would like to know. I wish the machines played.
I think we'll slap one of these little guys on there.
I wish the machines played music or something. Could I just show? Backlight. That's called backlighting. You guys know that? That's called backlighting. See those three flags? That's playing music or something. Could I just show? Backlight. That's called backlighting. You guys know that? That's called backlighting. See those three flags? That's the Olympic. Those are the Olympic. Those are the.
Shit. Okay, so we'll kind
Those three flags.
of. Damn, dude.
Three flags. Those are the Olympic flags right there from the 19.
Seems that a bit.
Three flags. Those are the Olympic flags right there from the 1964 Olympics. Yeah. Yeah. But when the 2020 before Olympics. But when the 2020 Olympics come, they'll change that. Change that.
Too much fucking handling noise.
15 seconds.
I think we'll include this little 10-second bit.
Change that.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be there for the Olympics. My goal is to start the spring, or I guess it'd be the winter semester. I always call it the spring semester of 2020. So it'd be like starting in January of 2020. So I'll definitely be there for the Olympics for sure. Yeah, right? Or get a fucking bicycle or a scooter or something. That's what I'm thinking. But it depends on where I'm going to live and dorm situation compared to like the classes and stuff like that. Oh, damn. That's rough. See it plop down. Where is it?
It's ready.
Oh.
Here we go. Karaage chicken.
Yeah, boy.
This is going to be nice. There's 6 pieces. Next up, there's 6 pieces.
Ooh. Oh, damn. Well, it's the beauty of the internet, man. There's plenty of fish out there. Plenty of fish.
Next up,
Get next.
next up, I got to go with this, the right.
Okay. Kill that part.
Nice. There's 6 pieces. Next up, I got to go with this, the rice. This is amazing.
Okay, how far? Oh, damn. Okay, let's zoom that in so I can get an idea for time and stuff. So, damn. We're just blonde boys doing what blonde boys do. I don't know why I thought of that song. Hi, my name's Jerome and I'm 37. Scored these 2 moist boys from heaven. That was when I was 20. Yeah. I remember when I was young and dumb. And full of spunk. Jeez, we still got plenty more to go. Damn, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, 28 is a hard year. I was in Japan when I was 28, actually. I look back at those videos and I'm like, man, I was young as fuck. Of course, I'm 33 now. Gonna be 34 at the end of the year. So, Yeah, go back and look at those videos. Even though I was late 20s, I was just like, "Hey guys, Andy here." Like I looked fucking young as shit. And then I hit 30 and it all went to shit. So, but I hear that women like the older men, so yeah, it's fine. It's better than being called 16 when you're 29. So, are you even old enough to drink a beer? I'm like, bitch, please, I'm older than you. And I look at these other people who are about my age. Like, one of the trippiest things was, that YouTuber Cody Warner. He is actually younger than I am by a couple months. He's a couple months younger than I am, and it's just kind of trippy. Like I thought for sure he was older than me, by maybe like a couple years. Maybe like 2 or 3 years. But yeah, I'm so glad I didn't stay in past 30. Like, fuck, dude. It was getting rough around late 20s too. Like, I couldn't fucking handle that lifestyle. I'd see all the younger guys like after a full workday, fucking going out, going off the ship, and fucking partying and fucking and everything like day one. And I used to be able to do that, but then as I got older, I'm just like, fuck, man. I just want to like go to Starbucks, fucking chill out, or check in my hotel room, fucking chill out after an all day working party. Like, fuck, dude. Yeah. Well, I joined the military when I was 24, so yeah, I joined a bit later in life. I was about the median age in boot camp though. Like everybody was around my age. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping just getting out more and stuff in Japan. You know, getting out doing things. Probably end up looking a lot better. I hope, because I know being inside looking at a monitor 24/7 not real healthy for the complexion. But what you gonna do? Shogunai. Oh, nice. I didn't get buff, but I got swole in a different way. Junk food and booze is no way to combat depression. Just saying.
I get chicken. This is
Which that's another thing. I'm definitely going to be working to lose weight. I want to get back to Japan, which I mean it's going to be pretty easy to do once I get out there because portion sizes are smaller. I'll be walking pretty much everywhere or riding the bike, so it'll be pretty easy to lose weight. So as long as I don't eat like shit to the extent that I did before and drink like every day, I'll be fine. Right? Nice. Yeah, and I think they have a. I think I don't know about Lakeland, but I think Temple has a gym, for better or worse. So there's that. But I want to focus more on cardio so I can kind of lose the blubber, you know. Get my beach bod back, or at least not be a fucking fatty ding dong, you know. Like I look at the fucking like BMI and shit like that, and I thought it looked pretty good at like 210, 220. But like I look at the chart and everything, it's like, oh my god, you're fucking obese if you're 220 pounds. I'm like, I thought it looked pretty good, you know, about average if anything. But at the time it kind of fucked with my head though, because like everybody was telling me I was fat like all the time, like no matter how skinny I was, people were just telling me I'm fat and gross. And I see a lot of the people who are in way better shape than me, and it really fucked with my confidence. And I really let that shit get to me back then. Nowadays, I think that's the beauty of hitting your 30s is that you've kind of gotten over the bullshit from your 20s. To me, it's like your 30s is like your 20s, but you know better. You may not have like as much energy as you used to, and things start to fucking pop, and shit feels weird now. You can't go on fucking benders all night like he used to, but you know, I like it. I like my 30s. Weed really. uh, yeah. Wow. Did you get out of the service when you got back from deployment? Or was that before they fucking legalized that shit? Nice, nice. Yeah, I was 5'10". Um, I think the lowest I ever got was not in boot camp. The best shape I got was in boot camp, but the lowest I ever got was at the end of deployment. Actually, I went on this like challenge to lose as much weight as I could on deployment. So my goal was to not get rope and choked, to not get taped, because if you're over a certain weight for your height, then you got to go get taped to make sure that you're not out of regs. Um, so with me, my goal was to get to 191 pounds or less. And I was, I think, 220, 225 ish when I first checked on board. And, within 6 months, I got down to my lowest, which was 193. So I was like this fucking close to not getting fucking rope and choke. Like I had to hit 191 or less, and I was like literally 2 pounds away. Like I could have taken a bigger shit to like get rid of it, but I gave it all I could. It was pretty much all diet. Like I hardly ever worked out. It was all diet, and I was just laying off sodas, laying off dessert, um, eating really simple meals, drinking a lot of water. Um, Before I go on watch, I would get the sugar-free Red Bull instead of the regular Red Bull. I wasn't into coffee back then. I kind of got into that more when I went out to Japan, you know? So if I had the fucking fat, like, thumb, meathead neck, I'd have been fine. It's like, man, you're skinny as fuck. But yeah, the skinny neck, because that's the one thing, like, when I start losing weight, like, the neck starts to really trim up. I don't know if you noticed, like, some of them older videos. But, like, I already have a skinny neck. When I start to lose weight, it really gets skinny. So, this shit counts a bit more. So it's like, fuck, dude. Yeah. Like right now, I'm kind of okay with, not really focusing on diet and stuff like that because right now I'm just like getting by, just trying to survive basically, and then save up, scrap, and fucking get my ass back to Japan. Then once I'm back in Japan, then I can focus on the other shit. So, damn. That's how it used to be for me, but then I really started noticing it. Obviously when I joined the Navy. Like before then, yeah, I think I really started noticing it when I was in college. You put on the freshman 15 and shit. But I was also kind of going through some shit then too. So like I just fucking stay in my room most of the time, and you know. But I didn't really know like how out of shape I was until I went to the military when everybody was like super buff and shit, or at least like skinny, you know. Yeah, I know, right? It's like right as soon as I'm thinking about losing weight, the dad bod comes into fashion. I'm at that right age, so gotta gotta get them J chicks. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta come to a daddy.
It'd be nice. There's 6 pieces. Next up, I gotta go with the rice. This is amazing, right? Chow mein, fried rice, Chinese style. Gonna be spicy.
Okay, good. Spicy. Damn.
This cup.
We're gonna.
Gonna be spicy.
We are Gucci, baby. Boom.
This coffee machine is very.
It sounded like he was speaking Japanese there for a second. Hey, katsu. Where the fuck that is?
It's going to be spicy. This coffee machine is very popular, and it sells corn pottage soup. That's right, corn soup. You can get out of this machine. Look, corn soup for 70 yen. For this machine. Look, corn soup for 70 yen. It's about 60 cents.
But yeah, trying to do little things, like drinking unsweetened tea. Which in the South is kind of hard. You just get some shit from the store,
Corn soup for 70 yen. It's about 70 yen. It's by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola makes a soup.
Man.
70 yen. It's by Coca-Cola. Corn soup for 70 yen. It's by Coca.
We'll kind of back that up a little bit.
Yen. It's by Coca.
And we'll just kill that altogether. Him using fucking USD is kind of. Yeah, I mean, there's like other tea out there. I personally like green tea, but yeah, it's definitely like everybody kind of hops on the bandwagon a little too much. But I personally like it. One little bit of like, I guess culture shock, was I was really like thirsty for some mugicha, some barley tea, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Like I figured, I can find green tea and I can find fucking matcha and shit like that in the stores. I'll be able to find barley tea, no problem. Like I couldn't find it anywhere, so now I have to like get my ass to an import shop and buy the shit. I'll probably end up just getting it off of Amazon. Yeah. Well, I mean, you kind of have to like do some quick cuts because sometimes he's a little bit rambly, so you gotta kind of get the gist of it.
Corn soup. It's by Coca-Cola.
Yep.
Look, corn soup. It's by Coca-Cola. Yeah. Coca-Cola makes a soup from Hokkaido.
Yeah, it's fine. Lots of cuts, baby.
Or you can get banana ole. Hot banana ole with.
The fuck is banana ole? Like banana and milk?
Hokkaido. Or you can get banana ole. Hot banana ole.
Yeah, right. I actually don't mind natto. Eric hates it. He fucking hates that shit. He tries to eat it in his videos because people complain like, "Where Eric? Don't you like natto?" And like, I remember seeing all the videos of like all the foreigners like thinking it was gross and shit and like trying to eat it and they're like, "Meh." And so like I remember the first time I had it was when I was still out in San Diego. So I went to this marketplace that served it, and like I was kind of like scared, and like even when I ordered it, like the lady was like, "Are you sure it's kind of stinky? I don't know, man." And I was like, "Yeah, try it out. Fuck it. I got some other shit, so if it's bad, at least I got a nice bowl of ramen." So, but I tried it out, and it wasn't too bad. Like my only complaint was the fucking little strands. Like if you were like drinking soda or something like that, it would like really fizz up because of the strands. So like I'd fucking eat some natto and then fucking sip, Like, like so much fucking carbonation in my mouth is insanium. But you know, wasn't too bad. Don't really know what all the fuss is about. And it's supposedly really healthy for you. So again, another thing I could snack on, I guess, to help me lose the beer gut, or at least get it down to a 6-pack instead of a fucking keg. You know, that's my goal. Like I said, when I first got my DG214, you know, originally I wanted this to grow out and this to get smaller, but tried growing this out, looked like a fucking fat lesbian, so I'm like, I don't want to go there. So decided to work on the other thing, making this guy a little smaller.
You get banana ole, hot banana ole with milk in it. Drink. Hotだよ. Or cold.
Hot dog. Yes, and I actually did see. I don't know if you guys remember the old Tokyo Kuni video, the Tokyo McBreakfast, where he goes and orders a hot dog for breakfast. I actually was able to do that at McDonald's one day because I guess it's like a promotional item. It's not like a normal thing, but I saw it and like I was like, yes, I gotta get this. So I was like, "Sumimasen, hot dog onegaishimasu." And she was like, "Oh, okay, hi, kashimarimashita, hot dog, dos." Really? People struggle to kind of like what kind of tropical foods from Puerto Rico? Like what, like mangoes and shit? Well, that's Philippines, not really Puerto Rico.
Drink. Or cold. Banana. Or you can get ichigo already. Ichigo. Hot. Hot, Dale.
What?
What?
Hot strawberry milk? Oh, really? Yeah. Hot dogs and empanadas. Nice.
Or you can get ichigo already. Ichigo. Ichigo. Hot. Hot, Dale.
I'm gonna keep that because it's just like hot. You can get it hot today.
Hot. Hot, Dale. What the? Huh. Oh.
Dude.
Oh, go. Let's see what she gets. That don't know.
No, we're not gonna actually.
That's one. Cow. Off. Yeah. Cow hunt.
Oh shit! Is it done?
Be more like this. Here we go. 8 seconds.
What the? Shit. Oh. Okay, right there. Mangoes is like these spicy, sweet lupios. Lupios. Ah, yeah. Do you guys have plantains in Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico. Because I remember the first time I tried plantains, I was just like, this ain't a banana. My fucking gringo ass was like, yeah. Nice and sweet pills. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. 8 seconds.
Oh, wait, what the fuck? How did I just cut?
Oh, pinch soda.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't even know what the fuck I did then. That was okay. We're gonna cut that shit out. So. Oh my god, it's so delicious. Yeah. I gotta think of like something that's kind of like that with Japanese food. Well, I mean, to be fair, like a lot of Japanese food is really good. Like even like when it's shitty, it's at least like above average when it comes to American stuff, anyway. Um, but like, it's not really just like shitty stuff, but it's just like overrated stuff. Like certain ramen places, you know, like you know, plantains are lit, but you have to know. Okay, yeah, I probably just like had them done terribly. I don't know, the ones I had were just like ah, like they tried to make them like pancakes, like they like squished them, so it kind of looked like a pancake or like a rice cracker or something like that. I'm just like, the fuck, it's a plantain. Okay. Yeah, I think it was. It was a long ass time ago, so I don't remember exactly. But it looked like a pancake or a rice cracker or something like that, and I just like ate it, and I'm just like, eh. I don't like it. Give me my bananas. The could please. I like this. But you know, that was for the Steel Beach picnic back when the officers were cooking, and they wanted to like be educational. I was like, these are plantains. There are some plantains, some tostones, mofongo. I don't even know those last two. They sound fucking delicious.
Hot dial. What the?
Speaking of hotto, hot dog. Oh, it's damn, you never heard of a pancake? Wow. Um, basically like a hot like like cooked batter, I guess. It's like flour and stuff mixed up into a batter, and it's like poured onto a pan or like a skillet or something like that. Then you flip it, then you do it again, and it's just basically that, like a round sort of thing. But what they were trying to do is, I don't fucking know, dude. This is like this weird like rice cracker looking ass thing. It's all flat and just like, eh. Okay, I'll try it. Whatever. But the best one though was the Hawaiian themed Steel Beach picnic run by NC1, who, on all accounts, is just completely, you know, I don't know. He's like that guy that like tries hard at stuff, but just never succeeds. But this time he actually succeeded and pulled off like the best Steel Beach picnic of that deployment. I'm just like, NC1, this is fucking phenomenal. Oh, the plantain pancake. Yeah, I don't know what they were trying to do. It's just like squishing it flat or some shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you didn't know. I was just like, well, I mean, like there's some stuff that's local to you that I don't know, so I figured like maybe you didn't know what a pancake was. I don't know. But like, how do you explain something like that? It's like, how do you explain what the color orange is? It's like an orange. What's that? Oh. So, I'm sorry. Oh yes, like flat. Oh, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make tostones, but they didn't make it right. Yeah, they're tostones. I didn't know what they were called. That's what they were trying to do anyway, but it just came off like shit. I'm sorry. I didn't know what they were. Oh lord. Right? We have no culture, apparently. Oh lord. Adios mio.
Dial. What the? is. Says Chahan.
Good job.
Says
Oh, actually, shit, I cut that. Oop. Oh. Hit it right. There we go.
says Chahan. Yeah.
Yeah. It says Chahan. Yeah. And then listen to Puerto Rican. Oh my god. Really? Like, yeah, it's just strange, like how like sheltered people are. Like, there's like so much culture I was exposed to when I was in the Navy, and just talking to people from even different states. It's just like, wow, this is so cool. And like, I totally kept an open mind about things because like I wanted to know. Like, there's only so much living in Ohio and Michigan can show you of the world. And yeah, there's so many people that are in like their little bubble of things. And I really noticed that when I came back to the States, like how, not global Americans are. They just, a lot of them are very comfortable just kind of staying in their own little bubble and not going out because outside is scary. And they just want to kind of live in their own little bubble. And I'm just like, man, there's so much cool stuff on the outside of this bubble.
Fried rice, Chinese stuff. Taiwan stuff. Next up is the says Chahan. Next up is the
Oh, shit. A little fast. A little faster, Andy.
says Chahan. Next up is the takoyaki.
I think we'll slap this in.
Next up is the
Mezcla, like, yeah, exactly. It's a territory, I think. Yeah, it's a territory. It's like Guam, you know. So, or you could just say like, yeah, I did join the Puerto Rican Army. It's the same as the American Army, so.
the takoyaki. Takoyaki are octopus balls. Yeah, and I've got some extra sauce. Balls, and I've got
Oh.
balls, and I've got some.
Okay, good. Oh man. Yeah, exactly. It's sad, And I think, as the world as a whole moves towards globalization, America is definitely going to get left behind in that regard. Unless they become, more willing to step out of that bubble, culturally. Obviously, they go out and do things, but yeah. You know what I mean.
Next up is the takoyaki. Takoyaki are octopus balls, and I've got some extra sauce for these guys that I brought.
Okay.
Do we have enough money?
Find out.
Here, cut it, or just don't get me no backlight. Yeah, good. Now see. Why wouldn't you be able to see that? I hate to use this. Japanese 1 yen, right? He's floating on water. Okay. Watch carefully. Ready? Watch. Watch. Watch the watch, but no, really watch the coin. I'm gonna throw it up in the air. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2. Okay, look up. 3. Did you get it? Changed into the 500 yen. The previous coin. You guys ever seen this trick before?
Yeah, I think we'll skip this little part. I don't know what's going on here.
It's for these guys, that I brought. You guys ever seen this trick before? It's like,
I think it's a good transition.
that I brought. You guys ever seen this trick before? It's like, this is a 1 yen coin. Japanese 1 yen. Yep. Right? He's floating on water. Okay? Watch carefully.
Let's go get the far. Oh, damn. Wow. That is some shit, dude. Like, you will get fucking stomped saying that kind of shit.
1 yen coin. Watch carefully.
But, you know, like you said, like, it's just ignorance. Like, they've never seen, you know, people not like them. Like, you know, I guess in like a lighter sense, in tone. I remember when I was a kid, my mom would tell this story to me when I was a little kid. So like I didn't know any better. But we went to a mall, I think in either Lima or Dayton, which is a bigger city in Ohio. And I remember asking my mom like really loudly, like, "Mommy, why is that man black?" It was just like just an innocent like I didn't know, I was a kid. But it kind of like made me think, you know, it's like we didn't really see the, you know, anybody who was not white in the town where I grew up in. Certainly not in that area. You had to go to the bigger cities for that, but you know, I don't really know where I was going with that, other than you know, just got to get out and expand your horizons. And for me, college was a good time to do that. Military was a good time to do that. You know, learned a lot, not just in the classroom. In fact, I learned the most like outside the classroom. You know, in my case.
Trick before, it's like, this is a 1 yen coin. Watch carefully. Ready? Watch. Watch. Watch the watch, but no, really watch the coin. I'm gonna throw it up in the air. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2. Okay, look up. 3. Did you get it? Changed into the 500 yen. The previous coin. Isn't that a beauty? The 500 yen. The previous coin. Isn't that a beauty?
We didn't see the 500 yen coin before, unless it was in that like vending machine segment. But whatever.
Changed into the 500 yen. Isn't that a beauty? A beauty?
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. Like I learned like so much being in the military. You know, you get to see the world, of course, and just meet people from all different walks of life. It was fantastic. That being said, I'm glad I'm out. I did my time, experienced what I wanted to experience, got out what I wanted to get out of the Navy, and I think, you know, even if the whole weight issue didn't happen, I still would have gotten out when I was scheduled to, which was like a year later. So, you know. Oh yeah. It's funny because when I was TAD to another division, our divisional officer, he is from Georgia, and his accent wasn't like super thick, but it was definitely noticeable. And I just thought it was kind of endearing, you know. I thought it was fun. So is he getting Oh, wait, is he? What? I'm gonna shoot this shit.
I
So did he get the...
wait for that to cool down a little bit.
Arrow, okay.
And the most... Here we go.
Actually, no, we'll just hug it.
Okay, here we go.
There's a lot happening in this scene.
Here we go. Got the takoyakis. Everything comes in a box. Okay, yeah. Comes in a box. Yeah, let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. I did the chicken fairly recently, so that's it for this. 4 items is enough. Whoa.
There we go. That's the one. That's a good shot.
It comes in a box. Oh, corn soup. That's piping hot. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that to cool down a little bit. Piping hot. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that to cool down a little bit. And I'm also gonna get one of the hot banana. Okay, hot. Yeah, I'm gonna cool down a little bit. Oh, corn soup. That's piping hot. And I'm also gonna get one of the hot banana.
Let's give that a little more space.
Piping hot. And I'm also gonna get one of the hot banana. Well, actually, cold banana ole.
Yeah, me too, dude. Like it's like I just ate like 2 hours before starting this thing, and I'm already starting to get hungry. So yeah, I always make sure to eat like before editing an Eric mealtime. Otherwise, I'm just like fucking dying when I'm editing these things. So yeah, I gotta make sure I got my little snacks and all kinds of other shit. All right. Oh, we've been on stream about 2 hours now. Damn. Whew. How much more we got left?
Well, actually, cold banana ole.
We'll just kind of
And a calpis.
just establish that he's buying those things, and yeah.
And a calpis.
Okay.
Cold banana ole. And a calpis. 80 yen. 70 cents.
Yeah, the takoyaki is like really popular with the vending machine vids. They're like in all of them, I think, pretty much.
No cup. No cup came out. Oh, it's way back there. Way back there. Now it's pushing it forward.
Oh,
No cup. No cup came out.
okay. I think it's kind of interesting, even though you can kind of see his cameraman a little bit. You can't really see the face or nothing. You just see the.
Oh, it's way back there.
See.
Way back there.
Yeah, you just see hands, so that's fine. Japan only has instant coffee. No, there's instant coffee in America. It's not very good, but it's there.
Ole. And a calpis. No cup came out.
It's basically
Oh,
like
it's way back there. Way back there. Now it's pushing it forward.
let's see. Ah, damn.
Forward.
That's whatever. It looks cool, so
Ooh, banana ole.
I'm gonna keep it.
Let's try that right now. Banana with milk, cold. It's good, but it's really, really sweet. I like it's creamy though. I like it.
Yeah, Eric doesn't really like the sweet
And
stuff.
the last one, I got to try some.
He, but I like the sugary stuff, but not like the overkill, you know.
No, I like it. And the last one, I got to try some cow piss. I mean, it says since 1919.
Really?
Cow piss.
Oh.
Yeah, it comes from a cow. 1919.
That little... I think it's kind of interesting. We'll get it again. Coffee's a staple. No, man, like, you can get coffee, dude. Like, there's definitely loads of coffee in Japan. You can get the fucking coffee from the vending machines, which is actually pretty good. I know everybody kind of shits on it because like, it's all this drunk salaryman bullshit. But it's actually pretty good. You can also get, there's like coffee places. I mean, there's obviously Starbucks. They also have this other chain called Tully's. It's pretty good. Tully's is the big one. I think there's a couple others, but you know, between Tully's, Starbucks, coffee vending machines, you can definitely get your fix. You can also buy coffee in store. Although I never had to buy it when I was over there. I'd always just get like the canned stuff from either Conveni's or I'd buy them at Don Quixote. Get like the super uber duper cheap shit. You know, not that good, but you know, it's a couple yen. So yeah.
19.
Nice.
Since 1919. There it is.
Oh, I was gonna. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like for the iced coffee, it's like brewed a little bit differently. Like it's like twice brewed, basically. So you get like way more caffeine in it. So like usually what I do if I get an iced coffee, I order it without ice, and a lot of people kind of look at me like, "Eh, why would you order iced coffee no ice?" Because you know, coffee's not scaldingly hot, and you get more coffee in the cup. So, and it's like twice the caffeine as normal coffee. So, yeah. But yeah, they get all that extra bullshit, all the cream and non-fat soy mocha, frucca latte, frappuccino, menu, whatever bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. Like I like or ko, whatever. Um, but you know, I don't know. I just feel like he tries too hard with things, like trying to be all edgy. Like yeah, like Papa Sam says, you know, you gotta spray him inside, and yeah, muddy and all this other stuff. And it's like, come on, dude. Like, this is me like editing a video. Like, this isn't time to talk about fucking sexual conquests. No. Okay. You know. I mean, I don't mind talking to him about that stuff in private, but like, not on stream. You know.
There it is. Cow pit.
And you know, he was getting like he was like, well, you never talk to me and stuff. You know, like 'cause he would like constantly call me on Discord, and it was kind of fun at first, but after a while, it just kind of I don't know, you just end up talking about the same shit, and after a while, it's just like, all right, dude, like, you know, I don't talk about this shit right now.
There it is. Cow piss, water.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you
It's
lose
just
money.
cow piss. It doesn't say if it's soda. It says soda.
Slow down, eh?
Right. So it's got carbonation. Right over here. It's got carbonation.
Yeah, put that there. Yeah, exactly, man. Like, you know, you wanna play the game, you gotta play by the rules.
Soda. It's been a while since I've had this.
So, this thing YouTubers gotta learn, man.
It's got carbonation. It's been a while since I've had this.
Damn, that's rough.
Got carbonation. It's been a while since I've had this.
Damn, really?
Horrible.
Damn.
Horrible.
Yeah. Hey, what up, ET? Been a while since I've seen you on these streams. How you been? Just editing some stuff for another Eric. Okay, so we don't need that. Where are we at? Okay, he's clearing the table.
Okay.
Up.
Here we go. Welcome to the kitchen.
Okay. Dude. I'll wait for a fool to send me a video so I can edit work stuff. Nice. Right on. Yeah, I'm gonna be starting school next week, so I'm not gonna be doing so much stuff on YouTube. Yeah, right. I wonder if it was just like way too sweet or something for him. I remember having it. It was just kind of like okay. It was kind of like really like grainy, you know. But I thought it was okay, you know. I haven't had the soda version, so maybe that's different. But I just had the regular old cow piss. Okay, yeah. I hear it's like reinforced with like calcium and stuff. That's why it's called cow piss, because the Ca is calcium, and I don't know. So that would definitely explain some things. I remember when I first got to Japan, and we were going for a run, doing some PT. I wanted to grab some water beforehand, but I didn't know like what water was in the vending machines. So I was like, I'll just grab Aquarius. It's a blue bottle. It's pretty water. It's, you know, it'll be fine, right? I mean, it's a sports drink. It's like Gatorade, but it gave me like such strong cotton mouth. Like my whole throat was dry, and I was just fucking dying that run, dude. Like it was so bad. But if I wasn't running, it's fine. But because I went on a run, I'm just like, fuck, I need water. But I eventually found it, so yeah. But you know, I think it was like, have I had Pocari? I don't think I've had Pocari before. Pocari Sweat. Yeah, it is called that. That's the reasoning behind the Calpis thing, because I think it's like has calcium and some other stuff, and that's where it kind of gets its name from. You know, that's what I've read about online. Because of the calcium, because it's supposed to be like a sports drink. So.
Welcome to the kitchen.
Oh, it could be that too. Um, I would always get like whenever I go to the Indian restaurants, I would always get lassi, which is like those yogurt shots, basically. That would help kind of alleviate, a lot of the stomach gurgling from eating curry and stuff like that.
Welcome to the kitchen table. Welcome to the picnic. That's right, it's a picnic. Let's get into it. Welcome to the picnic. That's right, it's a picnic.
Actually, we'll do that.
Welcome to the picnic. That's right, it's a picnic. Let's get picnic.
Oh, Jesus. And some sorry man that worked there told me Mango Lassi. Oh yeah. Yeah, they call it Calpico in the U.S. When I was looking for that drink in the Asian import markets in San Diego, I was like, "Where's I see Calpico? That's kind of like it." I don't know. I was looking for Calpis, and I didn't realize that they just called it Calpico in the U.S. So that was fun. I think it's where I first bought it. Was at like Mordecai Market or something like that. When I was out in San Diego. Man, dude. Give me some aloe vera drinks. Oh, fuck yeah. That's the good stuff.
Get into it. We're gonna start with the Gomoku Onigiri and cut.
That's where it was at. I would get like those like 2 liter bottles of that stuff. Fucking awesome.
Horrible. Welcome to the picnic. We're gonna start with the Gomoku Onigiri.
A little bit of anticipation, not like fucking 5 years worth. So.
The Gomoku Onigiri and karage.
Yeah, I was really had some sticker shock when I went to go buy some jasmine tea at the import shop when I was out in Michigan because I was a little nostalgic for it. I'm like, I need some jasmine green tea in my life, god damn it! And I wanted to go get one of them 2 liter bottles that I used to get at fucking Don Quixote for like $1, maybe a tad over, but the fucking like ginormous jugs and shit. I got one of those for like $5 at the import store, and I'm like, fuck this, dude. I mean, it's delicious, but like, fuck this. So I ended up just getting into like buying the jasmine green tea leaf bags from the store. I can get like 20 of them for $2. You know, so a lot more cost effective, and that's actually what I'm drinking right now. So. And it's unsweetened. It doesn't need anything else. And it's actually pretty cold because I've been just kind of sipping on it as I'm editing this video. But I actually like it cold. It's a good summer drink. Reminds me of Japanese summertime. Got me feeling natsukashi, dude.
Karage. This is the first brand new item from the Hot Foods vending machines. Yes. Oh, it's cute. Very cute. Look at that. And they even give you. Yeah. And they even give you some little mini chopsticks. How cute is that, huh? Very cute. Yeah, okay, so first. Do that, huh? That, huh? Yeah, okay, so first, gotta try them.
Oh, real quick. So yeah, Eric, I was gonna say I start classes next week, so I'm really excited about that. I start them next Tuesday. I'm feeling pretty good about that, so I'm just working on some stuff before I get into classes. and devote my focus onto that. So I've been seeing more activity from me. Give you guys something to watch, before I go away for a while. I mean, I'm still gonna make videos and stuff, but not that frequently.
The way they are served first before we add any condiments. Okay. So, some condiments. Rice balls. All terrible.
It sounds like rice balls. It's all terrible. Yeah, exactly. That's actually good. I like the smaller portions because I can, you can basically like lose weight without really trying. You just kind of eat the smaller portions, and you're walking more and more. So certainly more than I do now. But right now I'm just surviving until I get to Japan. So I don't really care what's going on right now. So I'm gonna be taking. Let me look it up. I forgot. Just gonna be some basic courses. Just shit to get some easy A's on. So you got like an art course, communications course. They even got like a music course in there, which I guess part of the major. I don't fucking know. Well, I guess if you want to get music production or something like that, it's like a prereq. Then you also got like a psychology course to kind of fill in more of the English side of the curriculum. So I'm just taking those over the summer, and oh shit. And the cool thing is, 3 of those classes are completely online, so I don't even have to actually go to campus that often. I'll have to go like Tuesdays and Thursdays for one class, and the rest of them I can just do online. So like, I don't have to sit through a long ass lecture or any of the other stuff, or worry about getting to class at 8 in the morning or whatever. Especially with this traffic, fuck that. No thanks. So I really like the way it's set up, and plus, like with the GI Bill, it jives well, so I'll be able to get like full BH and stuff, which I'm using to save up for my return to Japan, and stuff like that. Oh, nice.
We add any condiments. Rice balls. Why do they call them rice balls when they're clearly shaped like a triangle? Japan? What's your answer to that?
Fell apart. Ah, gross. Why'd you do that?
Wow.
Let me keep that in, you dirty birdie.
It's got meat in it. Got chicken in there or something. There's mushrooms. Here's one of the mushrooms. It's a shiitake.
Holy shiitakes.
You can see the orangeness of the carrot. And I'm taking some pork. This is good. Nothing required on this, no other topping. There's got extra here. And I've got, this is a sesame, I've got roasted sesame dressing here. I've got a dessert as well too. It's going to be melting inside. Got some mayo here. And then these are ketchup and mustard mixed packs. These are cool, so you have this first a little bit. But I am pretty impressed with this first dish. Not too bad at all.
I'm just...
These vending machines, this particular vending machine is brought to you by the Nichide company. It's a frozen foods, it's the number one frozen foods company in Japan. So here we go, the chicken nugget. Does it pass the McDonald's test? Is it as good as McDonald's?
Yeah, oh, he like grabbed the rice ball and it fucking like fell apart. It's just like all over the place. It's like, ah! So I'm like, I'm gonna keep that shit in, you dirty birdie. Oh man, that was some funny shit. But usually I just kind of speed through the eating portions because they're pretty long. I like keeping as much in there as I can. If it gets too rambly or something, then I end up cutting stuff out. But his fans usually tune in to the actual eating portion and then just use the setup to kind of just give them the basic gist of it.
Cool.
that, like that's a huge fucking chunk of.
Pass the McDonald's test.
Just kind of keep it a little bit. Hit there.
Oh, it's close. The breading on the McDonald's, the crispiness. It's close. Oh.
Right there. Just gonna cut that little section out.
It's close. Close. The breading on the McDonald's, the crispy.
Okay, good.
The crunch is nicer. This is a little more soggy, but the flavoring is good. I like it. I think to make it better, I would change it up with some of this. So that's what we'll move on to next. I'm pretty sure this is what's in that. That's what I'm curious. Let's move on to the chicken basket. All right, moving on. We don't need these anymore. Chicken basket.
Yep.
Chicken basket. All right, moving on. Chicken basket. All right. Yeah. Oh, we don't need these anymore. Chicken basket.
There we go. Boop. Having good audio. Let's see. For good audio, I would definitely recommend having a Oh, nice. Welcome back. But for good audio, I definitely recommend having a good external mic. Everybody's really high on the Rode mics. I've seen them do a lot of good things for people, but my own personal experience hasn't really been so good with them. The one that I had was very staticky and just, yeah, Zoom, 100%. I'm trying to give, I'm going to, maybe experiment buying like a Rode mic later. Not anytime soon, later. But of the experience that I've had with them, it's been just really shitty. But the Zoom mics are like fantastic. Like, there it is. Okay. Like this dude, the original H1. They have an H1N now that has more features and stuff like that. Might end up getting it later, but this dude has definitely seen some shit, and I've had it for fucking years and years. And the sound quality is fantastic. If you're shooting stuff outside, get the little windscreen, little puff ball, and you'll be fine. And these clean up really nicely in post, so I can't recommend them enough. And plus, like, since they're external recorders, like, should something happen with your camera, if you're shooting like an interview or something, at least you have the audio. So worst comes to worst, you can release like a podcast, an audio only podcast or something like that. Versus if your camera takes a shit, then whatever. Or if it's one of them little clip-on mics, then like you have no audio because the clip-on mic like fucked up or something like that. At least this is if anything, a fail-safe. So at least you have something. And then the mic I'm using right now is the H2N, but it's kind of put in a little corner. It's not in an ideal place. It's just kind of here in the corner because I need room to work on things. If I was like making a video, I'd probably place it squarely in front of me, like I did with the tier video that I released. And then for like voiceover, for doing tutorials and stuff, I do it like that too. I do miss my old setup, but it was a lot of parts. But I mostly miss the little scissor arm for the desk, so I can get the mic closer without it like getting in the way of my shit. But it's whatever, I plan on moving to Japan. I can't really be packing that shit, So it's gotta be practical with my stuff, which is fine.
Chicken basket. It's pretty clever how these just open up too. They're really easy to open. There we go. Chicken McNugget time.
Nug life, boy.
Looks like the same thing, doesn't it? Very similar. Does it come with chopsticks? Yes, it does. We'll reuse these though. Okay, so this is the way I do my chicken nuggets. I like the mustard sauce from McDonald's, so the barbecue's pretty good too. But yeah, basically, it's a spicy mustard. Okay, and it's pretty standard ketchup. Okay. And when you do this, they come out together. Watch.
Yeah.
Whichever side you push, you're gonna get more of. Or push them together.
Yeah, I like those. Oh, it's a spicy mustard. Nice.
Okay. So now, how does it compare to McDonald's? I'll let you know in a second.
You just put it like straight on like that? You don't dip it? Oh man, that's...
Wow. Sprouts alive. That's incredible. Really, really good. Yeah. Let's try that one just plain. Yeah, try better with this stuff. This stuff's magical. Mm-hmm. Okay, moving on.
Oh.
Moving on.
Okay, so...
This stuff's magical. I'm eating them in the order that I got them out of. Next up, I'm doing okay. Next up, I'm eating them in the order that I got them out of the machine, so that they stay hot. Let's do this one, the takoyaki octopus sauce. This is a favorite in Japan. I mean, these things, they're everywhere. And it comes with nori. Put on top. Seaweed like it.
Nice.
Yeah. So they all got flipped upside down. I'm not sure why. They're all upside down. It was probably my fault. Yeah. So the first thing we're gonna do is put them right side up. Yeah, there's a piece of octopus right there. I dissected it unwillingly. Yeah. Maybe they do like that so that the sauce stays fresh. So the sauce doesn't get on the cellophane. That's probably what it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's by design.
That makes sense.
Keep the sauce nice and fresh in there. Yeah, that's what it is. I figured out Blue's Clues. Yeah. You guys remember that show, Blue's Clues? Steve? Never mind. Okay. Going in for the first takoyaki. I mean, you could use chopsticks, but it's sort of a custom to eat these with toothpicks. You know, suck up.
We're having curry takoyaki in Coast.
That's pretty good.
That was interesting.
It's gooey on the inside, you know, like it's sort of half cooked. And then
hot as hell.
The outside's hard. It's got a little crust on it. And there are little bits of octopus inside, so that's the winner. I forgot to put the flakes on top of the seaweed flakes. Yeah. To make a mess here. Here we go. Nori. Give it a taste of the sea. It could be a lot. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Switch over to the choppers. And in Osaka, if you have this as real street food, you also get mayonnaise is very popular on these as well too, as a topping. So I like to go heavy on the mayo.
Yeah, right.
Definitely heavy on the mayo.
What the fuck?
Oh no, this is shaving cream. How did that happen? I thought that was mayonnaise. I misread it. It says fresh shaving foam.
What the fuck?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good.
What the fuck? Is he gonna like throw up or something? Nice, okay.
I'm pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay, I got an idea. Yeah, that's like, what the fuck? I don't know. This is the kind of shit I gotta deal with. He just puts in random shit like this, so I'm like, okay. So I got me a little idea. We're gonna do the little "we'll be right back" meme. Because that's just like, what the fuck? Okay. Be right back. Green screen. Hi. Okay. Let's see if this is it. Rewind. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, cool. So, I'm just gonna get this classic meme. 480p, whatever. We can stretch it, it's fine. I ain't scared. So, a few moments later. I was actually thinking about adding that, but I want that to be more in the like the Eric vlog time type stuff. I do add those little like SpongeBob time cards. I got a bunch of them, just for like different, show passages of time, because especially with the vlogs, because they're more like shot over a couple of days versus the Eric Mealtime stuff, which is usually just like a day, just a couple minutes, whatever, maybe like an hour. Um, but yeah, I like using those little time cards, and they're really quick, so nobody really can flag them or whatever. Here, I'll go ahead. I find a better place to put that stuff. Oh well. Where did I put it? I fucking forget. B material? I don't know. Gotta find a different spot. I'll definitely slap that bad boy on there. And it's real easy to do. So what you do, we'll probably actually like back up a little bit, like right when he moves. Like probably like that, right? Like there. Yeah, that one. So take a little picture. Take your picture. Picture. That shit in the folder. It's just easier to pull out of. Where is it? Send link to video, but no access to that. Video, but not. And this is. Oh, like your dude? Damn. Yeah, I hate when that happens. I remember when I was first working with Eric, and he wasn't used to the Google Drive thing. Um, like he wasn't like he would send me the link to all the stuff on Google Drive, but he wouldn't grant me access to like download it. So it's funny because like he's like, "All right, man, yeah, go send the thing," and I get it, and I'm like, I can't access any of this stuff. And he would go and teach a class, and I get a message at like 4 in the morning. Oh, hey, sorry, buddy, sorry about that. And he'd like undo it and be like, I could have worked on it. New sub, who dis? Chris, that's ET's just dealing with a client of his, so we're kind of yeah, freelancer problems. Hashtag. Ugh, that sucks, dude. I hate when that shit happens. At least Eric learned. He hasn't had anything like that happen in a while, so super proud of him. What we's gonna do is, I think it's 150. Oh, I was way off because it's 450, not 720. My bad. 250? Damn. 300? Close. Well, we'll just kind of do it like that, I guess. That's kind of it, right? Yeah. That looks good. And you should send him a memo, or like when you bill him or something like that. Okay, so now we're gonna slap on some Ultra Key. Boop. It's just that simple. Okay. Oh, whoa, wait, shit. Uh-oh. Okay, so that was 37, 40, 17. 37, 40, 17. Right there. Dude, I forgot the cut. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Good shit. I love it. Alright, and we'll add a little. Doesn't his shit have like a kind of a blur? Kinda? A little bit? Or we just kinda. Thanks. And That's just the rest of it. We don't need that shit. Or wait, what the fuck? Hold on. Where's the one where he's like fucking doubled over? Was it just me? Or did anybody else see that shit? Could've fucking... Oh. Okay. I think we can work with this.
I'm gonna wash it down with some cow piss.
There we go. So it'll be something like this. Whole thing.
That's pretty good. Very good. I'm gonna wash it down with some cow piss.
What's the rest of that transition? Is it just like a... So wondering why the video there something that looks good. Yep. That's the reason. That is... Well, also, aside from pay, I can only edit what I'm given, you know? So, like, I can only, you know, clean up as good of stuff that's given to me, you know? I can make it look good. There's, like, a limit to how much I can make it look good. If that makes any sense.
I'm gonna wash it down with some cow piss.
Okay. So we're gonna get to the sip sip sip. Okay, he's leaning over. Right there. Gonna get like the fucking right. That's the fun part about being an editor. You can just go. I don't know. I'm 12. I'm sorry.
Okay. Next up.
I just like how he's looking disheveled. Like, okay. Next up. Alright. We're gonna eat some like takoyaki or some shit. I don't know. I'm gonna recycle so much trash. Yeah. But thankfully for me, Japan has an excellent recycle system. So.
Next up is the corn soup. It's cooled down a little bit now. Should be perfect.
Yeah.
Corn soup. From a vending machine, hot corn soup. Michael Cole.
He's got some shit on his eye. You notice that?
No, it's too watery. And there's no corn in it. There's definitely no corn in it.
That's fine.
Okay, well, sorry, Coca-Cola. I'm just gonna pour this out. It's not happening. Very disappointing, Coca-Cola. How about the banana Malay? I think I tried this already, but it's too sweet.
We eat.
Sweet. Yeah, so
I got an idea. This is just like the wrestling guy in me. Chance. Let me see. Let's see. I got the shit. Okay. Maybe.
too sweet. Too sweet.
I just want the chance, dude.
Can you dig it? In Brooklyn, New York. Not any of you people here. No, what?
mean that in a good way. You blame anyone. This is
Okay, I'm looking for a too sweet chant.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. You just made the. Arrange somebody. We. Gentlemen.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. I thought there was supposed to be a too sweet chant. There we go. Yes. Yes, I'm gonna get some fucking mileage out of this shit right here. Okay. Thank you to the WWE Insider. You are a blessing. Oh. Need some Shawn Michaels Reg, right? Well, I'm just getting it for like the context of this, which he says is too sweet. Whoop whoop. So, yeah. I just put in like a little bit of these like memeage things, you know. So go ahead. Okay. Just kind of slap that in there. Alright, so he says too sweet.
How about the banana ole? I think I tried this already, but it's too sweet.
Oh, that was the right spot actually. So wait for the. I think they're all the same shit. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and... There we go. Right there. Kinda... Oh, shit. I fucked that up. My bad. So I was right around. You? Right there. So... And... Gets right around the cutoff point. There we go. Just a quick little one. So, and then we'll go ahead add hard limit. Make that make 2. $10. Probably too much. Not enough. $15. You can probably get away with that. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. And don't worry about the auto balancing now, because this, you know, the main dialogue stuff is going to get taken care of later. But let's see how it sounds.
I tried this already, but it's too sweet.
Okay, definitely needs a fader. Oh, a showa. Just a very slight fader. Right there. A little right. Like it. And just right in there. So yeah, so back up.
Banana ole. I think I tried this already, but it's too sweet.
That's perfect. Love it.
Yeah, so it turns out that the lemon squash is the only drink that is drinkable. I mean, for
Too
me,
sweet.
1 and 4. It was a 1 out of 4.
Nice. Like it. I like it a lot. Gonna keep
This
it.
stuff's amazing. Karen, way to go, Karen.
Yeah, Kieran's on top
Way
of
to go,
things,
Karen.
man.
See got shaving cream on my face? Did I get it? Okay, last item. Go in.
Did he curse or was it just me?
This stuff's amazing. Karen, way to go, Karen. Way to go, Karen.
Still got shaving cream on my face?
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought he.
Did I get it? Oh, okay, last item.
Go in. This is the one I'm most excited about. Yep, this is fried rice. And oh boy, it's still not just right. Look at this. Comes with a spoon. Yep. Chinese fried rice. Fried rice. Fried rice. Yep. If you practice, you can speak a good Chinese right to me. But you don't have practice. You got practice. Fried rice. Okay, here goes.
Oh man. Okay. I don't know if that would go over well with the American audience.
Fried rice. Fried rice. Fried rice.
Ooh, so we're just gonna cut that out. Nope.
Mm-hmm. Around. Okay, here goes.
Okay. Cut that little part out. Some fried rice and woof woof. Too sweet. Woof woof.
Fried rice. Fried rice. Okay, here goes. We're pulling around.
It smells amazing. Oh boy. This one's bursting with flavor. This is like a meat sauce. Oh, all kinds of spices in there. Onions.
Too sweet. Woof woof.
Boy, this is good. That's pretty close to restaurant quality. Wow. This is really good. Yeah, that just does not need any flavors. Yeah, definitely save the best one for last. And it's nice that they give you a spoon. Yeah, very nice. How it done? From my Oh, dessert time. This comes in the same type
Okay, that's a little too much.
Box.
Shit.
So, dessert time.
Oh. So kind of.
And it's nice that they give you a spoon. Yeah.
So we'll cut back here.
Yeah. Power down. Oh my isn't. So, dessert time. This comes in the same type of box. Dessert.
Okay.
And it's nice that they
Yeah.
give you a spoon. Dessert time.
And there. And.
This comes in the. This comes in the same type of box as the Every Burger, so I'm thinking it's probably the same company,
Probably.
right? Very similar. And the characters. So this one's called Kikori no Kirikabu, which I have no idea what that means. Something to do with nature.
and a tough guy with an axe. Yeah. That's all. I'm saying packaging. So it's a package within a package. They come in a tray. Yeah, and I didn't sit right in the sun, so that's my fault.
Yeah, this is Premiere
Let's
Pro.
eat these with maybe chopsticks. Let's keep it clean. No, there's chopsticks somewhere here. Clean ones.
Maybe chopsticks.
See, shit.
Let's eat these with maybe chopsticks.
Cut right there. Yeah, this is Premiere Pro.
Dessert with chopsticks.
For him to kind of split them. Something satisfying about the little split sound. A little. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I always like that sound.
Let's eat these with maybe chopsticks. Dessert with chopsticks. So that essentially what they are, they're little cookies in chocolate. Mmm. Oh.
I don't use the convenience store. Well, I'm seeing these vending machines still. Yeah. So, you know, about a buck and a half. It's actually better than they're melted a little bit. Yeah. As if I planned it that way. All right, now I guess it's time to rate this meal. On my rating scale between 1 and 6 airheads. On my rating scale between 1 and 6 airheads.
Oh shit.
All right, now I guess it's time to rate this meal. On my rating scale between 1 and 6 airheads, I think I'm going to give this vending.
Yeah. We got like a whole nother clip too, so I don't know. Maybe the most offensive forks to play. Right? Well, to be fair, like some places actually can provide you with forks, but I don't know. I'm kind of reminded of that spork, that like titanium spork you can get off of ThinkGeek.com. I don't know if they still offer that. I'm just kind of reminded of that, like the dude that like pulls out his titanium spork for reasons.
Time to rate this meal. On my rating scale between 1 and 6 airheads, I think I'm going to give this vending machine, Hot Foods vending machine by the Nishirai company. I'm going to go.
I built the anticipation, so no cuts. No cuts.
I'm going to go buy another one of these. This is so good. 0 calories.
Well,
I really thoroughly enjoyed the rice. I'm going to go. Vending machine by the Nishirai company.
okay, so actually, change plans on the fly. Actually, no, we're gonna get rid of the sniff. I like the sniff.
The Nishirai company. I really
God damn it.
Ray company. I really thoroughly enjoyed the rice. So I'm going to finish this right now. The rice. So I'm going to finish.
Oh shit. Way too quick.
Enjoyed the rice. So I'm going to finish this right now.
Oh, yeah, actually, I do it at the beginning. I always, for Eric's stuff, I always put, just like with Sam's stuff, I always put a little edited by the Andy-san logo here. So it's in the little corner. I always do it right after the intro. Just to give myself, you know, to credit, because he's not usually very good at putting stuff in the description and stuff like that. So, yeah. But I think I'm the only one that does the little follow me on Instagram stuff at the beginning too, so pretty easy to figure out which videos I edit just based on this alone. But I also put a little edited by the Andy-san for like 4 or 5 seconds, 3 seconds in this case. So it's not super long, just a very short little plug at the beginning where he's going to have the majority of his viewers right after the cold open. So he's got... So usually how I structure these is cold open, intro, a little edit by the Andy-san, and that's where the actual episode begins. So that way the most people can see my stuff. Even though lots of YouTubers like to backload stuff, or yeah, like to backload stuff, or front load. Yeah, words. You know, where it's like, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm like, you haven't provided me any value yet, dude. You know?
As soon as I rate the meal, I'm going to say goodbye to you guys first, but this is amazing. Yeah. Finish this right now.
Actually, no, we're not going to include that part.
And then the camera person is going to be eating. Camera person loves mayonnaise. Camera person is going to finish this. This was good too. Actually, the shaving cream is flavored. It's flavored. It's like a spearmint. It's pretty good. Not sweetened, but it's flavored. Yeah. I'm gonna go 5 out of 10.
It's a 5.
One.
Yeah, I'll skip that little part out.
They did the rice. I'm gonna go.
Actually, yeah.
The Nishirai company.
I think he's gonna get more into it afterwards because there's like a whole long section.
Nishirai company. I'm gonna go
5 out of 6. It's 5.
Okay, so the 5, which is perfect because that's what it was last time. There's a whole cow in there. Yeah, right? Where's the... Oh. It's perfect because that's what it was for the last one. So all I do is literally just copy the whole fucking asset and bring it over. Now, if you rated it something different, I have like an asset folder that I can drag stuff into. So if you rated it like a 4 or a 6 or whatever, then I can just like drag that and change it from there. But since it was a 5, that makes it like super easy. So paste it on there. I think it's around. Oh shit! Fuck that up. I think it was right here, maybe there. But
5 out of 6. It's 5 out of 6 haircuts. These machines are incredible, and they keep updating them. Every time I go to one, there's a new item. So apparently, the Nichirei company, they're aware.
Yeah, we'll kind of shrink that a little bit.
There's a new item. So apparently, the Nichirei company, they're aware that the machines are popular, that people are coming here to check them out, and I think they know that they have to keep updating stuff and bringing out new items. So I'll keep doing them as long as they keep changing the items. So
Okay.
I'd like to thank you guys for watching.
I didn't know that. That's news to me.
As always, I look forward to reading your comments. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Oh shit. It's level and cut. I'm curious what that other fucking... Because he sent me like a whole nother file. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what's up with this.
I'd like to show you guys a final parting trick. It's a challenge, really. You need 5 coins to do this with.
Okay. It looks like we're getting ourselves a little Eric bonus time. Nice. Shit. Been a while since I had to break out the old Eric bonus time footage. But here we go. Where is my answer? This was the last time we even fucking had Eric bonus time. I don't even know if I have a vlog that has that. I don't. Well, looks like we're gonna have to make this one from scratch. But I still have the basic things, so. Where is it? Okay. The surprise, or load. Surprise. Come on. Waiting for the damn things to load so I can figure out which one it is. They're all Bitmoji stuff. Unless I saved it as something separate. Yeah. This vid is about 24, probably going to be about 25 minutes, maybe a little less. Not too bad for an Eric mealtime. His stuff usually runs pretty long, but this one's not too bad. Where is the bonus? Give unto me the bonus. Where is it? Find it. This. Oh. Come on. Oh, baby. Yeah, the thing is, the assets are on my hard drive, so it takes a minute to fucking load the shit. Bet it's one of these fuckers. Probably. No. No, 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 no. Okay. In here. Did I skip? Can't be. Where is it? pick one of the food. Help. Oh, there it is. Found it. There's a way at the. Yeah, I like the shorter vids. I think kind of goes on a little too long. So I do like the shorter vids. Yeah, I agree. And that's kind of the the style I want to push more once I'm out in Japan. Can help them with camera stuff. Is to do shorter vids. I'd probably go more like 10-15. Not really longer than 20 unless it's like a super, like he's trying multiple different types of food and stuff. But even then, like, depending on how it's laid out, we could probably break it up into separate videos rather than do like a long deep dive into stuff. But it just depends. So, where is... Oh, shit. Come on, goddamn it. Where'd it go? So, Nani the fuck? Where is it at? Just sound effects. There we go. Found it. So we're just gonna slap that bad boy in there. Cool. Is this it? Oh, no, that's not it. That's kind of it, but that's not it. Where did it go? Where did this go? Oh, it's probably in here, but. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, you can do, if he does like a food festival or something like that, you can section it off to where it's like showing off certain types of food. I think that can be done. Yeah, that drops like 3 vids in a week. So I think that would probably be better, but they have to be edited like really tightly to make it work, and that's why I want to go over there and like record stuff for him, so that way I can like get the B-roll of things, and that way, you know, his little on-camera stuff, you know, it just kind of sectionalize things, lower the workload, exactly, and you get more videos, you know, so more engagement with his audience. I think that'd be fantastic. Where is it? Bonus body. Oh, Lord. I think it's in here. Oh, no, that's the win. What the fuck? Where is the thing? These are all just sound effects and shit. What the fuck? It should be in the asset folder. I don't know where the fuck it went. It's so bizarre. I bet it's just like in a obvious spot somewhere. I just don't see it. No, it's not. Just sound effects. No. That's the... Oh! I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I was looking at bonus win, not the actual thing. I'm sorry. I goofed when I should have gaffed. Yeah, get cleavage in the B-roll, exactly. It's shots of the hot girls, you know what I'm saying? So it's... Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be any longer than that, so... Let's do it for a couple bars, but it's the bonus music for Donkey Kong Country 2. Little intro. We'll slap a little, because it's a little loud, so we'll put a little hard limit on there. Do like -4. Lower it by like 2. Probably get away with a -4. Cut. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. So, we'll count it.
Okay. Like.
Da-da-da-da. Alright, so fade it about there. Boop. Oh. Oh shit. Yeah, fuck that up.
I'd like to show you guys.
Alright, so I'll kind of do it like that. And we'll do a little one of these and one of these. And then, oh, right. We'll do it like this. So, doot. Do a little. Then, unlink. Get rid of that shit. Then it'll be Eric bonus time.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah. So what we'll do, where's my little whoosh effects? Over here. Let's see. And just put them down here. We'll reposition them later, but that's the basic gist of it right there. So,
Next time.
and then you make the little surprise thing. Well, first we'll put, excuse me, just Eric, and then bonus time, and we'll go ahead and clean up all this stuff. Right now we're just kind of positioning it. So, I feel like Bob Ross. Now we're just gonna make a happy little time, and then we're just gonna live our lives. This is the joys of editing, y'all. Oh yeah, for sure. If you got any questions, let me know. Always down to help people. 0. Share my knowledge. Alright, I'm gonna make them like big as fuck. And don't worry about the time that's down there, it's kind of lost. Oh. Actually, we'll make that like 350. Yeah, that's good. And we'll just kind of these little numbers until the time comes back. Come on. Damn, how far did I go? There we go. But yeah, fine. There we go. Well, it would be 320. That's still big, you know. That's plenty big. It's fine. I'm just kind of do it like that a little bit, you know. Dial that shit in, right? So, all right. Well, actually, kind of. Here's what we'll do. Sometimes you just gotta do things handheld, know what I'm saying? So, got this shit up. It's good. Do that. And then a little surprise. We'll make, I don't know, 200. Yeah. It's okay, good. It's behind the text. Awesome. So you guys can still read it and shit. So that's good. There we go. Try to make the little eye, little dot in the eye. 75. There we go. Now I got a little bit more room to work with. Usually I make this guy a lot bigger and the other stuff smaller, but whatever. Change some things up. You know what I'm saying? So now we'll add a little stroke. 10. Not bad. 20. Better. 25. Perfection. So now you can actually read the shit. So that's good. And so next we'll add, I like the push transition for objects because it pushes them into the frame, hence the name. So I usually add little pushes, and then I have these little push sound effects, a little like whoosh sound effects, and I got those from the intro. That's where I got the little like whoosh sound, the little these guys, that, which I think is actually a golf swing sound effect, if I remember right. So I just use those for like whooshing things into frame. So I think it's 8 in, 7 out. So it's 8 frames, start at the beginning, and then 7 out. So 7 frames. I believe it's what it is. It could be reverse, and then you make sure it's lined up. So you have the in push start at the beginning, then you have the out push start at the beginning of the push. You see the little lines kind of line up, so it's lined up correctly. Because if you have this lined up at the end, then the sound effect's going to start too soon. So that's why I do it like that. So that way, you know, as soon as the push happens, sound effect goes off, and bam. So what we're going to do, let's see. Let's try, because that's the text, right? You can have it like come down, and then have the emoji come up. I like doing like the opposite sort of things. So let's try that. Oh, yeah, never mind the kind of herky-jerkiness. Editing while streaming kind of does that. So yeah, it's not bad. Little whoosh.
Like strip.
There you go. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, so this went, fuck, what was it? So, down, then up. Okay, down, up. Okay, so this is going down. So this has to go up, and then down. So they go the opposite way.
I'd like to show you.
Yeah, okay. And then you add little fader here. We'll just make it really short so that way it's not too obvious. It's nice and subtle. So
I'd like to show you guys.
yeah, not too bad. I think what we'll do is unlink it and expand it just a skoshien.
I'd like to show you guys.
Or what we could do is expand it even more and just kind of have like a slow build.
I'd like to show you guys a final parting
Not bad.
trick. It's a challenge, really. You need 5 coins to do this with.
Now the beginning is fine because like we ended on a fade and it just kind of starts. So like, you know, just adding this is just kind of whatever, right? No. Normally I wouldn't do it, but I just did it for funsies. So that's how it ends.
And we'll see you next time.
Give it a little bit more time.
We'll see you next time.
There we go, that's better. We'll slide in.
I'd like to show you guys a final.
Stretch that a little bit more.
I'd like to show you guys a final parting trick. It's a challenge, really. You need 5 coins to do this with. 5 coins of the same denomination. Okay, any coins will work. Okay, and it's called the coins on the fingertips. So you're only allowed to use one hand, and you got to move the coins out to
all 5 fingertips. Okay? If you drop one, you gotta start over. Okay? If you get good at it, you should be able to do it in, I don't know what, 10, 15 seconds. Quicker maybe even. But I don't want to drop one. So I'm going a little... Ah!
Shit. How many gigabytes? It depends on the length of the video. For like the really long ass ones, it can get up there. But for these, maybe about 3 or 4 on average. Yeah.
Ah!
Okay, so we'll add a nice little subtle little cut sound effect, which is really simple, just kind of fun little little edit there. So well, I end up compressing it, but YouTube compresses it even more. So for his stuff, it's shot 1080p at 24 frames a second, and the raw files are let's see, this one is about 24 kilobits a second altogether, audio and video. So I compressed that to 15. Actually, did I say kilobits? I meant 24 megabytes per second. So I end up compressing that to 15 megabytes a second, and YouTube compresses it to like 8 or something like that. So I always give them a higher bit rate, so that way when YouTube compresses it, it's not like as bad. You know, the compression algorithms have more to work with. So, and still, like, you know, 15 megabits per second isn't, you know, too bad. It's a nice little happy medium between quality video and size. Because, like, I used to do it at like 20 and 25, but like my hard drives were filling up like crazy, and you know, I started shifting down to like 15, and I didn't really notice much of a difference. So I was like, oh, okay. And another thing is, once I move out to Tokyo, I want to get a camera that can record at 4K, so I can make these Eric Mealtimes in 4K. Gonna be the next dealio. So you have the little boopity boops right there. And we'll wait for him to get back into position.
2. Oh boy. Take 2. Take 2. Okay.
I'll kind of back up a little bit. Give him some breathing room here. And then kind of put this actually about one more. There we go. And then we'll add a really quick additive dissolve. Or actually, no, not additive dissolve. Sorry, dip to white. So just make it like really quick, 3 to 5 frames. It's usually good enough.
Take 2.
So it'd be like,
ah!
Yeah, it's a little, you know, probably a little more.
Ah!
Ah, fuck. Whoop.
Ah! Take 2.
Yeah, sorry. Kind of fucked that up. Okay. Come on, a little closer. Back it up a little bit. 1 frame. There we go. So it'd be like,
ah!
he drops it.
Take 2.
There we go.
Oh boy. It's called the coins on the fingertips. Yeah, you push them out. I still got some shaving cream on my fingers. Yeah. Push them out. Push them around. The thumb's the hardest one. So somewhere around there, and you flip it like that.
Ah!
Oh!
Dang.
Oh!
You gonna get it?
It's getting hot out here. 3rd try.
Okay. And we're gonna do the same thing. Shit, tension's high, man. Okay. Now we got the file and it's all lined up and shit. Now. Oop. Get it nice centered. Do this one 5, because I think 3 might be a little too fast. Oop. And right there. So I'll do.
Third.
No, definitely 3. Okay.
Third try. 3 strikes and you're out.
There we go.
That's right. 3 strikes and you're out. Coins on the fingertips, everyone. That's right.
I'll just trim it up a little bit.
That's right. Coins on the fingertips, everyone. Look at how smooth I got those first 4 out there.
Nice.
That's the easy part. This is the hard part. Oh! Oh!
Aha, you did it.
Yes. Can you feel the power? Coins on the fingertips. Can you do it? Just takes a little bit of practice. That's all. Yeah, that's a beauty. That's a beauty. That's a beauty. Oh, beautiful day for a little nap. That's a beauty. That's a beauty. Oh, beautiful.
I'm just kind of.
It's a beauty. It's a beauty. Oh, beautiful day.
These little numbers.
Beauty. Oh, beautiful day for a little nap. Nap.
Boom.
Mercato.
Okay. Hey, couple. So. All right, and now all we got to do is get the little end screen bits, which I have it lined up here. So I literally just like copy all that stuff, bring it over Mia, and line it up. A little fade here. Alright, perfect. Now, Eric also gave me some end screen bits. So I usually cycle through these just in order. So he gave me like 10 of them. So this one is number 4. So I just go through my little asset folder of stuff. Yeah. And there, ending voiceover. So it's 4, 5. And these have all been like formatted and shit, so I don't have to fuck with them at all. All I gotta do is just line it up and delete the old one and move this one down. And the reason that I don't have any like the sound effects or music or anything on the main track is because of what we're gonna do next. So the actual basic editing and stuff is pretty much done. So now we're just gonna go ahead and delete the old file. So we don't need it anymore. Then clear the in and out. Select everything. Move everything over. And set in and out points. Now you can see over on this corner like how long the video is going to be from the in and out point. So 24 minutes, 6 seconds, and 18 frames. So just that easy. Now, what I like to do, since there's like multiple clips and stuff in here, is I put the dialogue on one track, and then like the music and sound effects on a separate track, and then I solo the dialogue track, and then we're going to render it as its own separate waveform. And the reason for that is so that way I can adjust the volume and stuff like that. So make sure we'll just put it on the desktop here. So I'm just exporting it as a wave. Give it a sec. It takes a couple seconds, depending on how long the video is. In this case, about 30 seconds. It's not bad. And then this way we can go in. It's uncompressed audio. So I don't have to worry about compression. The key is to like get as raw files as possible and to compress it as little as possible before the final render. So I just soloed this track, so only the dialogue plays, not the music or sound effects or any other stuff. And then what we're gonna do is highlight all these guys, not the music or sound effects, just the dialogue. Unlink, highlight it again. You'll notice some of them didn't highlight, but that's okay. Actually, never mind. And we'll just delete them. Then go ahead. Oh, right, because it didn't. Okay. Put it in the folder here. I like keeping, even though you can't see it, but I like keeping all the stuff that's pertinent to a particular meal time into its own folder. Now, universal assets like the Vending and the Eric heads and all that kind of stuff, that's in its own separate folder. But for stuff that's specific to an episode, I usually keep it in its own folder so it's nice organized. And that way, if I move it around to my hard drive or something like that, it's all in one piece. I don't have to go like hunting for shit. But for universal assets, I keep them in their own folder. So now that we have the WAV file, I have a program called the Levelator 2 from the Conversions Network. It's an older program. I think the last update it's had was like 2012, 2013, but it still works great, even though it's a bit old. But literally all I do is once I get the WAV file, this only works for WAV files. It also works for .aiff files, but I don't know what that is. I just use WAV files. But you get the WAV file, the uncompressed dialogue, and you just drag it in, and it automatically levels the audio for you. Now, this can be beneficial in a lot of different ways. Obviously, if there's like loud, like when he yells or something like that, that's really loud. And then if he's talking really quiet, or it's just kind of hard to discern him from the crowd noise and stuff like that, this usually does a good job of perking that up. Depending on the severity of the crowd noise and stuff like that, I might have to like go in and like manually edit some stuff, but that's usually pretty rare. Usually I just slap it in Levelator, and then we'll open it up in Adobe Audition, which I will show you. Right now you're not really missing much. It's just the Levelator like doing its thing. Once this is all done, we should be here in just a sec. We'll move on over to Adobe Audition, where we'll finish out the project and finish out the stream. Now it'll put out a little output file, so I'll delete the original dialogue file and rename it. Then we'll open it up and we'll switch on over to Adobe Audition once it's opened up. Properties, Audition. There we go. Okay. Wow, is it just me, or is it like, is the text like really far over? Oh, that's weird. Oh, right, because you're not really missing much. Oh, there you go. That's weird. Let me fix this real quick before I forget. I'll go ahead. Make that a little bit bigger. It's so weird. I don't know why I have it like way the heck over there. It's on the freaking timeline and stuff. Unless there was like a name or something. I don't know. I'll just make it a little bigger. I'm not really gonna fuck with it too much. We're finishing up the stream. 3.5 hours. Fuck's sakes. Mad props for you guys for sticking it out this long. Jesus. I didn't think I'd be on this long. Got to do that quality content, am I right? So anyway, oh shit, got to switch you guys back to Audition. So there we go, back in Audition. Okay, so now that it's all leveled out and stuff, we're gonna go ahead and go to my Clean Home preset, which is basically a really simple preset. I use this all the time for my own vlogs and stuff. So any of the like stuff I do with my camera, aside from like the raw vlogs, which is just from my phone, like a lot of the webcam stuff, the things like that, I use this preset to clean up the background noise, and then just kind of level out the audio so that way it sounds more mono, but it's still in a stereo track. I learned that trick from Let's Players, actually. I know guys like Markiplier and the Game Grumps, they record on a mono track because it saves space, which is technically true, but the space saved recording in mono versus stereo is pretty negligible, like maybe a couple megabits, that's about it. But I just like the sound of stereo, but I want the dialogue to be more uniform sounding, if that makes any sense. So the dynamics up here I have is like a noise gate, so cuts off after a certain threshold. The adaptive noise reduction cleans up a lot of the background noise like the fans and all that kind of stuff. And then channel mixer mixes it to sound kind of mono while still retaining stereo. And the hard limiter makes sure it doesn't go over a certain threshold, in this case -4 decibels. But for Eric's case, since he records a lot of stuff outdoors, it's really hard for the noise reduction algorithms to really pick up on it. They're really good for like constant noise, like fans and motors and stuff that has a very consistent signal, consistent sound. But if you're outside and you got people fucking talking and shit like that, it doesn't really do that well. So I usually turn these top two off for his stuff. For my stuff, I keep them on, but for his stuff, I turn them off. So we just got the channel mixer and the hard limiter. So we'll just hit. First, we'll preview it, and then we might adjust the hard limiter, because sometimes if he's talking really loud, it can sound a little too compressed. So in that case, I'll use a little gain cut, so that way it sounds less compressed.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Eric Surf 6. Welcome to another episode of Eric Mealtime. In today's episode, I have found another food vending machine, hot foods vending machine. Let's go check it out. Drink vending machines. I'm going to be doing drinks today. I'm really super thirsty because I just finished swimming at the Olympic pool that's right over here. This actually location in Tokyo is the location of the 1964 Summer Olympics. That's right. And the 2020 Olympics are going to be here as well too. So it's pretty exciting.
Okay. It's not too bad.
Good light. This is called the cap trick. Okay, 2 plastic bottle caps.
So it hits around -4, but it isn't like staying there. It's just like little, like it's close, but it's not like hitting it really super hard. And that's kind of what I'm going for. So that way it doesn't sound too compressed. So yeah, this is gonna take a couple minutes. So I think in the meantime we'll just switch on over back to I almost said Audacity, Premiere. So once that's all done, we'll just save it and then come back to Premiere. So I'll just hit Premiere up for now. So while we're waiting, anybody got any questions? Whether it's editing or just whatever. Now that we're wrapping up the stream here, because once this is taken care of, that's pretty much it for the stream. So yeah, man, if you guys got any editing questions or anything like that, feel free to leave them, either in the chat or comments if you're watching the post stream. I usually I like keeping the post streams unlisted so they don't take up a whole lot of my videos feed. But you can find the post streams in the live streams playlist. I have all of them up there. I even have stuff from back when I was editing on Sony Vegas. I found some of my like old live streams of when I was editing in Vegas back when I first moved back to the States. So that's kind of fun, even though there's a lot of technical difficulties there. But I got better, obviously. A little bit better. At least there's not echo or anything like that, I hope. So yeah, I really do enjoy these live streams. It's a nice way for me to still put out content while I'm making content. So it's like, yo dog, I hear you like content. So it's a nice way to do that. I don't do them for like all the videos that I do for Eric because, you know, there's like some pertinent information you don't want out there. That's the reason I didn't do live streams for Sam's stuff, because he didn't want to get like doxxed or anything like that, which I respect. And also like for the more like intensely edited stuff, you know, stuff I need to like focus on, you know, it's kind of hard to like do a live stream and edit at the same time, you know. But for stuff like Eric Mealtime, in most cases, like this one's pretty straightforward, you know. I even added a couple extra bits in there just for funsies. So for stuff like this, it's pretty easy to do a live stream and editing at the same time. Although usually, like, if I'm just like straight up editing, it doesn't take me this long, maybe like an hour or two. But, you know, just chatting with you guys, having fun, answering questions, things like that. You know, I do enjoy doing those things. Goodness. So now, go ahead and make sure it's all the way in the back, so that way it's all synced up and shit. So.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Eric Surf 6. Welcome to another episode of Eric Mealtime. In today's episode, I have found another food vending machine, hot foods.
This mirrors look a little off. It's odd. No, it's all the way over.
It's a vending machine. Let's go check it out.
That's weird. You okay?
Yes, here we go. And there are some new items that I've never tried before. Specifically, this rice ball right here. It's got things in it. It's got mushrooms in it. It's got carrots. And I think it's got burdock root as well, too. Yep, and it comes with 2 chicken nuggets. Yeah. Also, it's got the full basket of the chicken nuggets. Karaage chicken. That's going to be interesting. Yep. And these are the fried rice balls here. And they've got the fried rice Chinese style. This is pretty nice.
Yeah, it sounds like really good. Why is this like...
Wow, surprisingly refreshing. That's a good drink. No sugar in there. Next up, I gotta go with the rice. This is amazing.
Okay. And now let's see if this is balanced out, because usually right before I do my final cut, no pun intended, I go through to make sure the audio balances out from the like sound effects and stuff. Now for like the commonly used assets, like the ship bell ding for the 5 Eric heads and stuff, I don't fuck with that because that's already been messed with. But for like the new stuff that I put in, I make sure it's nice and balanced, and then render. Okay, that kind of dipped a little too fast, but there we go.
I'm gonna wash it down with some cow piff.
That's good. Now let's hear the 2 sweet chants. See if they're...
Banana ole. I think I tried this already, but it's too sweet. Too sweet.
Yes! It's perfect, I think.
Too sweet.
I don't care if it ends like really quickly. It kind of had to, because like the too sweet clip kind of loops, so you get that little like jarring thing. So I had to end it quickly versus have the jarring thing in there. So kind of is what it is. But the audio is balanced out well. This has already been like pre-balanced and shit. So like I said, I don't have to fuck with it.
I'm gonna go 5 out of 6. It's 5 out of 6 Eric heads. These machines are incredible.
Yeah, see, I don't have to mess with it. Then we'll do the Eric bonus time.
And
Jesus.
and
We'll see you next time.
I'd like to show you guys a final parting trick. It's
Nice. Okay. Looks good. Looks like she is fit to print, baby. So, I think that's going to do it for the stream tonight. I want to thank you guys. Wow, I'm looking at the screen on OBS. It's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. It's not really that dark in here. I can edit just fine. But looking on the screen, like, Jesus Christ, wow. I didn't realize it was so dark. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in this live stream. Let me check on my video capture thing, make sure everything is to Gucci's. Oh, okay, that's why. I had my auto exposure turned off, so I turn it on and then turn it back off. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. It's kind of wonky sometimes, so I don't usually like having the exposure high because otherwise you get this like jittery effect because shutter speed and all that fun stuff. So anyway, yay! I finally fixed it, even though it's the end of the stream. But anyway, I just want to thank you guys once again for tuning in this live stream and watching my other stuff. I'm really glad that you guys are enjoying the new content that I'm putting out for the Indie Before Japandi series. I just sometimes it's kind of hard to like figure out like what kind of stuff you want to do, and I don't mind doing like the story time stuff, which is kind of what it is. But I also like kind of being a little different and doing other different things with it. And once I get out to Japan, we'll be bringing back the Andy Japandi series because I'll actually be in Japan. But this is obviously my before I go to Japan, just kind of telling you guys like the build up for all that and just the preparation and all that kind of stuff. And then once I apply to schools out in Japan, then we're going to be documenting that a bit more. The first run, like the first 10 episodes of Andy Before Japandi, was like documenting my application to university out in Tokyo. Didn't really go so well because my GPA from my previous time in university wasn't high enough, and they were concerned that maybe I wouldn't have what it takes to continue to maintain a good GPA. So like kind of was what it was. So I decided to take it in stride and take some classes here in the States to build up a GPA and also to save up money thanks to the BAH from the GI Bill, and use that money to get myself over to Japan and have a good amount in savings because yes, I will be getting BAH when I'm over in Japan, so I won't have to live off that stuff entirely, the stuff that I save up, but it's nice to have that little nest egg to help get you started because with Japan, like when people say Japan's expensive, they usually refer to the upfront costs. So like it's extremely expensive to get an apartment when you're first getting an apartment, but once you actually have the apartment or the house or whatever, it's actually like really cheap, comparatively to other places in America and stuff. And also you have to kind of temper your expectations. Just because you're living in Tokyo doesn't mean you have to live, in a large like 640 square foot apartment like you would here in the States. That'd be kind of typical for an apartment, like a 1-bedroom apartment in the States. That was the size of my apartment. My first apartment in Michigan was 640 square feet, and the second one I went to was 540. So as long as you temper your expectations, you should be fine. And for me, since I'm not going to be taking a whole lot of stuff with me, I don't really need a big apartment, a big place, because like big places usually start to gather stuff that I don't really need, especially when I'm studying and everything. Like, it'd be one thing if, I already had a job out there and, was settling down for that. But, going to university, getting my learn on, getting the degree, which is the important thing, that's going to be my main focus. So, like, I don't want to get too settled into Japan just yet. I just want to have, basic shit, basic living stuff. I mean, like, fuck. Like, right now, like, I live, like, very, very meagerly. Some people might say, oh, you live in squalor or whatever. But, like, I just think about it practically. Like, right now, I ain't afraid to say it. I live, I sleep on a mattress on the floor because I don't want to pay for a frame to, like, boost it up and, have to worry about what I'm going to do with the frame and all that kind of shit when I move. Um, Even though I'll probably end up giving a lot of this stuff to my brother, you know. But if you don't want it, donate to Goodwill, whatever. But yeah, man, just get a bed on the floor. And plus, I got to get used to sleeping on the floor anyway, right? Because like having a Western style bed is kind of a luxury. And in some dorms in Tokyo, they kind of have that. They have like the little twin size bunk bed type things. But in lieu of that, might have to end up sleeping on the floor on like a futon or something like that. So, I don't mind it. It's less room for me to fall off the bed, even though it's not usually an issue for me. So I have less room to fall. So it's nice, comfy. I moved my TV over there. I'm not going to be taking that with me to Japan, obviously, because it's too fucking big. But I did buy it when I was stationed out in Yokosuka. It's a 50-inch TV, I believe, maybe 55. I think 50 though, and HD. Doesn't have 4K, sadly, but it's nice. I've had it since like 2014, so I can't really complain. But again, most of the shit I'll end up either selling or giving to my brother or whatever. If anything, as thanks for letting me stay here. I definitely appreciate staying here. It's good to be around family. Good to have a plan because, like, I don't plan on living with them forever. Just plan on saving up, plan on doing good in college to get my GPA up, build up my savings, apply to universities out in Tokyo. The two places I'm going to apply to is Temple University and Lakeland University. I did apply to Lakeland before, but they were the ones that denied me. And again, reasonably so, because my GPA was complete dog shit, basically. So, I didn't particularly agree with the way they handled the interview on the webcam, but this time around, I'm going to set myself up for success, make sure that I have a good GPA to go with it, so it's less of them taking a chance on me. Because, in Japan, people want to make sure that you're like a safe bet. They don't want to take a chance on people, and I just want to make sure that, I'm a safe bet, get a good GPA, school's going to be paid for on the GI Bill, so they don't have to worry about that. I'm going to have, as far as like on my end, once the GI Bill kicks in about a month after I've lived in Japan, then I'll be able to, make payments on stuff and have some income. But that being said, I still have to live practically. Even when I was getting GI Bill and stuff like that, BH and all that, even out in Michigan, I was living what I thought very meagerly. I just had like a 1-bedroom apartment, nothing too fancy. Ended up cutting back some more expenses, eating out a lot less, which helped. Not just, helping this, but also making sure the wallet wasn't bleeding like a sieve because, when I first got out, my spending habits were a little crazy. I was still spending like I was making $4,000 a month, basically. So I had to learn to temper that a bit. But, all comes with the territory. So there's times where I sit back and think, like, what if I just, like, applied to Temple or applied to Lakeland University right out the gate. Like, I could have very easily taken the train, like, on the weekend or something like that, or set up a time during the week to visit the people out in Temple, out in Lakeland, stuff like that, get something set up with them. But, I think I needed this period in America to kind of, rebuild myself, basically. As much as there was times I just fucking hated being here in America and wanted to be back in Japan as soon as possible, I think that this was necessary time for me to build myself back up again. Because I think I would have just continued making videos like I did back in 2015. I probably would have gotten better because I think I was on a pretty good creative streak, but to what degree, I don't know. I might not have gotten the video editing gig that I did and gotten that all started, or I might have started earlier. Who knows? But I think that this has solidified my decision to come back to Japan because I kind of see like on the other side, like I think maybe if I would have stayed in Japan, went to school, been like well what's American life like now? Because I hadn't lived in America for 2 years at that point. I'd come home and visit and stuff, but like visiting America or even visiting your home on leave is a lot different than living there, and that's something I found out the hard way when I first came back to the States. But in any event, I think this was a good growth period for me. I learned a lot, went through a lot of shit. Don't get me wrong, went through a lot of really depressing shit. But I think my head's in a good place now. My focus is a lot more clear. And I just gotta get my ass back to Japan, do my thing, and just expand from there. Anyway, there's your little moment of zen with the Andy San Samadeshta. So with that said, for real this time, this is the Andy San. Signing for now, and as always, we'll see you next time. Catch you later, guys. Bye.